Dream training, okay? Because we train and we train hard so that when it's time to actually trade, we know what the hell we're doing.
You have now stumbled into AmericanDreamTrading.com, where we trade shares and options. I will show you about swing trading, long-term trading, dividend stocks, high-yield income stocks, covered calls, cash secure puts, diagonal and credit spreads, debit spreads. I will teach you everything there is to know about the entire market. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I can't believe I get paid to help all of you get paid. This is such a wild thing.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome, 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 welcome. This is the Aftermarket, and I'm your host, J&J Video Reacts. You are at American Dream Trading's YouTube channel. What is American Dream Trading, you ask? Only the best stock market education platform there is on the planet, baby. And it is owned and operated by Chad Christian, who is a 30-year stock market veteran, and he teaches us, his disciples, how to get in trades, out of trades, and everything in between. Okay, so if you are not familiar with our platform, stick around, hang out with us, see what we talk about, because basically it's a platform created by us to just kind of hang out. Coach has let us use his YouTube. This is how cool he is. He has let us use his YouTube channel to hang out and just talk about stocks for a couple hours. You know, I mean, the market just finished. We're all kind of coming off the adrenaline of the market, and, you know, we trade together all day. And he's given us a platform to just kind of kick back, relax, and just, you know, talk about our trades. Did you make money today? Did you lose money today? Why? If you made money, how? If you lost money, why? We'll pick it apart. So the cool thing is there's 3 links in the description of this, well, 2 links in the description of this video. There used to be 3, but there's 2 now. The first one is, hey, I want to talk. I gotta vent. I just got to talk to somebody about my trade today. It says click here to join the panel. Just click that link and you can come up on here and share your experience today in the market. The second one, if you are not a member of American Dream Trading and you don't know how to trade, you've always wanted to learn how to trade, you thought it was too difficult, because trust me, Coach makes it look really easy, and he teaches us, he has proven methods that make it simple, okay, that make it a lot easier for you to understand than stuff you may have heard before. Click AmericanDreamTrading.com. That is the second link in this video, and that will, in the description of the video, and that will take you over to our website where you can join up. You can sign up. Specifically, let's cut to the chase. You want to join the VIP program. Every morning we get a master class, okay, from Coach. It's a very intimate one-on-one type style setting where he can pick apart trades. He goes over stock charts. He goes over pre-market ideas with us so that we're ready to hit the ground running when that bell rings. So if you have not had a trading home like that, this is the place for you if you want to learn how to trade and learn how to train right. So I think we already got somebody here. Hold on. Who is that? I will let you in. Hey, what's going on, Ariel? What's up?
There we go.
How are you?
And my screen is frozen. Why is this happening to me?
Technology, Ariel. Technology.
It hates me.
Gotta love it.
Hold on.
How you doing today, my friend?
Good, good, good. How about you?
I'm doing well. I had a pretty good day. Hey, listen, you guys inspired me last week to get my shit together. So that's what I'm doing, you know. I'm being very picky about any trades that I get into. I did take a couple dollars of the money that you guys gifted, and I went into a stock today. I didn't jump all over the place with options. I did do an Apple call, and I made like $30. I was just talking to Arlo about this. But that hot stock pick. Give it up for the hot stock picks, baby. We got to do it. Hold on. Where is it? Damn it. That was supposed to happen much quicker. morning at 8:45, Coach gives the group hot stock picks of the day. If you're a VIP, you get them at 8 a.m. Another perk. So, dude, I'm telling you, this hot stock pick today, INVO. Woo! Were you in that at all?
I was up early in the morning in it. I gotta be honest with you. I saw it at $1.30. I was like, wow, but hopefully Nate comes in. I gotta ask him how did he hang on so tight to that trade, because I was like, hey, I made a couple of bucks, I'm out. And that thing
Right.
just kept on going. I never got back in, and I was like, no.
Man, I got it at 139. I didn't see it at 130, but I got in at 139. I saw it. Listen, I saw it all the way down there. I did see that, but I figured, by the time I got into it, it was like maybe 7:30 and maybe 7:45 even. No, wait a minute. Maybe even Coach was there. I don't know.
How
But I
long?
got in, yeah, I got in late, and it was like I saw it bouncing between 139, 138, 139, 140, 141. And I'm thinking, wow, I didn't get in it earlier. And I'm looking over at the L2 at the sell for 260. And not really a whole lot to stop it from going. Now, I saw a couple of key levels, which is ultimately where I got rid of it. But yeah, I'm like, you know what? I'm not just going to jump in this. It was sitting at like 145, 143. I said, I'm going to go into that 139. I'm going to do what Nate said. I'm not just going to jump in. I'm going to go back down and just put my order in for 139, because that doesn't seem to be going below that area. I'm not going in at 140 though, or 142. I'm gonna try to get that 139. And I put it in on Robinhood. It filled maybe 15 minutes later. Next thing I know, I heard Coach saying, it's flying. And I went and looked. I was like, oh shit, I got picked up. I was up $10 already. So he is absolutely on point. Coach trains us to get in at the right time. Like, the 2-minute EWO with the second candle being bigger than the first, and the other things lining up. Nate does the same thing in the pre-market. Make sure you get in at that lowest point where there's enough volume there that you're going to get picked up, and don't just chase. If it doesn't come get you, it doesn't come get you. And I was prepared to not become got. You know what I mean? So, but it did. I got in the grouping, where they were picking them up. But yeah, it was cool. I stayed in it till, I don't know, probably about 2 o'clock, probably about 1:30, 2 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, I had gotten 100 shares of it.
Oh.
So yeah, made $100. I'm happy because it was bouncing back and forth. It had gone back down because they were buying it down. And lowering it, and it went down to like 217. I'm like, shit, this thing, there's a ton of buyers sitting at $2. Either way, $1.39. Even if it goes down now, I'm still in the green. So I'm not gonna, because I still see that 260 sitting over there. So I'm like, and all of these, and I'm like, this is not gonna tank. And even if it starts getting down there, I'm still gonna be in the green. I don't care if it's $5. I'm not gonna let this trade go red. I'm gonna get out. So with some green. So, but started going back up. I'm like, oh, hold on. It's going up. And it got up into like 240s. And then as soon as it started dropping back down again, like it wanted to go back down, I jumped out of it right at like 238. So $99. I'm missing a dollar.
It hit like 313, right?
It hit 3 something, but I didn't see it when it hit that. I wasn't looking at it when it hit that. Unfortunately. But it was not there long, because I think I heard Christina say, hey, it just went up to $3. But by the time I looked at it, which was like 2 minutes later, not even 2 minutes, like more like 30 seconds, it was already down in the like 270s. So I'm like, okay, damn, because I would have gotten out there.
We're never gonna catch the top all the way to the top. So
Right.
It's a green trade. It's not a losing trade. It's
That's what I'm saying.
You made money. Everybody there was
You
any
made money.
money. Listen, I'm happy for the day.
Me too.
500 for the day with the stuff that I did with Coach this morning. I'm
Nice.
trying to restrict my trading to just early in the morning. Where I like the volatility, and I'm trying to concentrate on the 2-minute EWO.
Yeah.
I'm still cutting out too early. I'm doing the shaving off and all that stuff, but the shenanigans, it's me. I know it's me. So
Not the shenanigans, dude. The shenanigans? Oh, not the shenanigans.
I'm still trying to. How do I hang on? That's why I was wondering. If Nate comes in, man, how do you hang on for dear God into that? And he does
Because he
well every
watches
day.
it. He knows where it's going to get out at. And he knows he's already pre-planned how much money he wants to make. And when he hits that, he gets out. So, and he sees where it can go. You know what I mean? And he sees if something's going to stop it. So if nothing's in its way to stop it, why would he get out? It's like if it's still over VWAP, which it was for a long time, why get out of it? Everything on that chart tells you stay in it. You just got to have those nerves of steel,
I was looking, because I gotta have one of those days at least. I was looking at, from 130 to almost 330. Wow, that's about $2. If you'd had 10,000 shares, that's a nice payoff.
Yeah.
That's a nice payoff.
What's up, Bucket? Yeah, that was definitely a nice payoff.
How's it going?
Good, my friend. How are you?
Another day in paradise. Every day's a gift. I'm alive. I woke up.
We're here. We're here. We saw the sun shining. We're breathing. We got breath in our lungs.
There it is.
You know what I
Do
mean?
you need anything else?
Air that I breathe, Hollies.
Yes. All I need is the air that I breathe.
That's it, man.
So,
there's nothing
how's your
else
day go? I heard you were making coin on the Zoom when I listened in.
A little bit. A little something.
Yeah, a little something here, something there.
That IMVO. Yeah, I made $100 on that, and I made $30 on Apple. I'm pissed at Apple though. Not at Apple, at me, because quite frankly, it's so weird. It's so weird, Bucket. I'm used to kind of being in a struggling mind frame that I'm working my way through the passage to always focusing on being successful with this thing. So by the time Apple hit $30 and it was kind of doing some weird stuff, I had made $130 for the day. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to get out of these trades and I'm just going to watch and listen to everybody else. Because I don't know that. Yeah, I've made that before, but I'm like right now, what I'm going through. So I want to be very picky about what I'm doing, how long I'm doing it, and making sure that I'm ending up green more days than not.
Right.
So, yeah. So yeah, I'm happy with it.
Good.
I'm happy.
Good.
What'd you do?
Okay. So I have become disciplined in not touching any 2-minute EWO until 15 minutes in, right?
Okay.
Just because I told you those first weeks, everything was a loss, right? Because everything's going like this and that. You get bumped out of the 2-minute. So that's been pretty successful, that strategy. So today, Apple obviously was very, very good. I mean, it ran all the way till noon. That was the high for the day. And then it just did what Apple does. Yeah. Where I am not disciplined is on days like today where I committed to the whole day in trading, I am bored after lunch. So
you what?
I'm bored. Right? Apple's doing this sideways thing, right? And that's my jam. Apple's mine. I got my charts. I got everything there. Yeah. And I'm just sitting there and I'm going, okay, great. I'm bored. I took the day off. I'm checking company. I'm doing everything I can, Dawn. Yeah. Not to stare at Weeble, but it fails. So, you make 400, I don't know, it was something like 400 on the Apple. I had 7 calls this morning, and you start bleeding it by doing stupid little, I'll just scalp one here, one there. Then it's $10 here, $10 there, 10, 15 here, 20 there. And it takes one to dump before you can move your stop on the scalp. Boom, there you go. Still green, but I'm, what am I doing? I'm minimizing my green. Yeah. So
what I have to commit to is what I committed to, what I promised you and Ralph 3 weeks ago, which was I'm not going to trade at the start because that just burned me, and the whole rest of the day was playing catch up. Now I'm actually in front and I'm bored. Then you know what? Get off the computer, go do something else for the rest of the day, take your green and forget about it, right? That's what I got to do. But I don't. I sit there and I'm like, okay, and then here's the problem. When you're there and you're excited, because I don't get the full day to trade with you all, but maybe once, twice a week. So these are like my Super Bowls, right? I'm so excited because I can listen to you all. I can see what everybody's doing on the screen. I'm really excited about it. And when it doesn't come that there's not anything to play, I'm like, okay, well, what am I going to do now? You're right. Yeah. So I make up stuff that screws myself up, and I've got to stop that, right? Because it's annoying to earn, my goal long-term is different. Right now, I want to be consistent, and I am. So we're now 14 green days, 2 red days.
Woo!
Right? So I'm good with that.
Good job, dude.
I'm good with it. Now, some of those greens aren't very green, and one red was definitely bloody red. But overall, I'm consistent with the EWO strategy. It's when I'm with you all and I'm like, I'm just sitting here for the day. I'm literally like this. I'm staring right at the screen. I'm just going, okay. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, hey, look, I see NVIDIA running. Someone just called it. Let me do a quick scalp on that.
Yeah, let's see what's happening over there, right?
Yeah, it's like, okay, right? Oh, wait a minute. Uber, my other stock that I'm in, is doing well. Let me scalp that a little bit. Okay, $15 loss, $30 loss. Well, in the great scheme of things, that's already ate up 20% of the profit you made on the day when you entered correctly, you followed the rules, you did the right thing, and you're nibbling on the cookie, right? It's like whatever. So all in all, I'm really pleased with the 2-minute EWO with Apple now. I'm pretty comfortable with it.
Yep.
I think I am actually going to start increasing my share size for Apple only.
All right.
Because I'm very comfortable with Apple now after trading it and watching it, because that's all I could do today.
After a couple weeks of it, doesn't it get comfortable with Apple? Yeah. Because it doesn't move that fast. It does.
Right. It doesn't move that fast. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll keep into it. So I'll up the shares there, and I think that'll help, because when you're, and please no one take offense, when you're green and it's not, it's $100 or $200 and you spend 8 hours, you're like, I can't, I can do more at work. I can make more money at work for it. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, okay, well, I got to do more than that. So the key there is do what you're doing well more often and get rid of the other stuff. That's what I have to do. So that's my goal now, is just maybe start like every Monday. So if I'm at 5 contracts today, tomorrow's 6. Next Monday could be 7. The next month after that is 8, right? And just slowly move up. Yeah. Not going to jump in and throw 50. I mean, that's not me.
Hey, as long as you stick it to the rules bucket and staying within your risk tolerance, do what makes you comfortable. If you find your hands starting to shake and you're sweating, you're in too big. You're going, maybe like David did that. He felt so comfortable, and if anybody can do it now, he can. But even he says, nope, I'm scaling it back to what I'm used to until I know I'm ready to go. Even though we know he's a guru at it at this point, he could do it. Nate, right here. Welcome, Nate. How you doing, brother?
Hey, Nate.
Nate, same thing.
Doing all right.
Nate won't go all in. You know what I mean? If he doesn't feel right. And this guy's a freaking millionaire. So yeah, it's like don't overdo it, which reminds me, we never went over coach's rules. I wanted to let everybody in. So let's do that real quick while we may have some new people in here. I want you guys to help me out with this.
Hey, Nate, for trading purposes only, are you looking at WISA?
WISA. No, I don't think so. No.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to go over the rules real quick, and then we'll talk about WISA. Guys, don't forget, Gotta stress, if you're new and you're in here and you don't have a set of rules that you go by when you're trading, at least take this from being in here. Coach has a set of rules that we all follow. First off, paper trade. Don't use real money. All right. Let's go into rule number 1. Don't lose more than 1 to 3% of your account. Would you guys agree with that?
Yeah, big time.
Yes.
We got somebody that we're worried about this morning. Nate, you know
Yep.
who I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
That is just, and I think you might have been there too, Bucket. That is
Oh
just
yeah.
spiraling, and we're
That's
getting concerned.
that's an account blowing. No.
Yeah. So
Right.
it's we gotta stop the bleeding. Rule number 2: if you have more than 2 red trading days, okay, if this is you, get out of there. Okay, get out of there. Stop trading and start training. That's where you need to sit back, take a time out, and listen to what's going on, right, guys?
Yep.
I mean,
Exactly.
that's what you got to do. You got to take a break.
It
Rule
isn't
number
exciting, but it is beneficial. I'll tell you that
yeah,
right now.
yeah, it is. It is. It helps you. It helps you regain your bearings, if you
Yep.
will. Rule number 3: if you are not a master scalper, then you should be doing what Bucket and I were just talking about, which is Coach's 2-minute EWO strategy. It teaches you exactly when to get in the trade and how long to stay in. Okay. Some people are, not stopping at the stoppers and letting the runners run. And that's what the 2-minute EWO will help you do. Bucket, you just said that's your new jam, and you're being consistent with it, and you feel comfortable. How many people have we? I'm not comfortable. I can't do that. If you just chill and learn and pick a stock that you can move slowly with, like when you started riding a bike, did you just get on and start riding a Harley? No, you started on a 10-speed or on a 2-wheeler. You got to start with a stock that you can track at a reasonable speed. Stop jumping into Tesla and Spy until you know what the hell you're doing. Right?
Exactly.
Rule number 4. Yep. Rule number 4. No more than 1 to 5 trades per day. This is what Bucket was just talking about. Bucket's like, okay, I get there, I make my money, and then I kind of get bored, and then I go off and I look for something else. I go on the hunt. Guys, if you made your money for the day, don't overtrade, because when you overtrade, you end up revenge trading, because you may end up. Listen, how many times have we heard Coach say the more times you trade, it's risky? It's riskier and riskier, right? So if you're trading a lot, you're going to ultimately end up losing money at some point. Even the best of us. Nate started out the day $600 down. Now he ended the day much higher than that in the green, but he's a professional trader. Okay. If somebody else $600 down would have smashed their account. So don't overtrade, right? If you overtrade, it takes you against the market instead of flowing with it. Can't stress that enough. Position size is rule number 5. Do not go in. If you're a person who $100 is a lot for you, then you shouldn't be doing $400 and $500 trades. If you're a person that 50,000 is too much for you, then you shouldn't be doing those trades. Break it down to 10,000. Okay, don't do 50 contracts. Do 20. It keeps you still. It gets rid of the fear and lets you trade like you got some damn sense. Okay. Rule number 5 or rule number 6. If you are not familiar with options, then go ahead and do shares. I got to tell you something, Nate. It was a lot less stressful sitting in INVO and watching it, knowing what I was actually looking at on the L2, where I expected it to go, knowing that no matter what, I was going to make money. I mean, that felt good, brother.
Right.
So I liked it. I liked it better than the stress of doing options, even though I did get an Apple. So, hey, if you're not ready for options yet, which, hey, I very well may not be, go back to shares. Nate is a millionaire doing shares. Jimmy became a millionaire doing shares. And the very last one, number 7, just like Coach says, all trades are risky, guys. Please make sure you use your stops. Nate, how much did you lose? How much did you win today? We know you lost the 600, but where did you end up in the green at?
1,000.
in one day. Somebody's
Yeah.
2 months salary.
You're my role model, man. You're my role model.
Yeah.
2 months worth of
Listen,
salary.
listen,
Still was
Nate.
kind of.
The only thing I gotta ask you is, how do you hang on for so long, man? Because I saw it this morning with you at 1:30, and I the minute I saw like 145, 150, I'm like, I'm good, I'm out. My little lousy 1,000 shares, and man, you rode that thing till the cows came home.
Yeah, but I kind of.
What'd you
Knew
do?
where it was going.
You sound disappointed.
Yeah.
There you go.
So what now?
Yeah. No, I thought you were like, yeah, but I'm like, what? I'm like, I thought you lost something. I'm like, no, but
No, I just
that's amazing to watch.
like I told Coach. Yeah, like I told Coach when he was talking about it. I kind of knew it was gonna keep running. I mean, so I stayed in it, and I was in it with 7,000 shares. So
Man, why didn't that hit 260? Did you see that 260 up there?
huh?
Oh, it did. It did. I forgot it went to 3 something. But I'm like, wow, man. I thought that was going to be one of those runners that went up to like $10 for a minute, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, kind of sort of.
I'm happy with what it was. I'm happy with what we got. But I was like, I thought, yes, I
I
finally
thought
got in one of these.
I'm with you on that one, Don. I thought that thing was gonna hit 10. I was like, after a while, I was like, I ain't getting back in it. I'm not there. Nobody's gonna dump that on me.
Yep. I said the
No.
same thing. I'm like, it's back up to 250. I'm getting out because it was going down to 217 and 205. I'm like, oh man, come on, Dawn. How you get up to 100? I
Yeah.
was at one point. I was at $150, and I should have gotten out there. That may have
Mhm.
been. I think that was when it was around 280. Yeah, it was like 280, 290, and I was up $150. So I'm like, yeah,
Let's
Shoot,
go.
yeah.
one time, Dawn, it blew through my stop loss, and I didn't pay no attention to it, but I had been trading without the stop loss all the way up for about $3,000, no stop loss. It blew right through
Wow.
it. Yeah, I don't know what happened. And
Wow.
then the profit
I
and
had a
loss.
trailing stop. I just kept moving it and moving it. And
Yeah, the profit and loss was messing with too. I couldn't figure out how much money I was making because it was lagging so bad.
yeah,
I just kept playing the heck with it. Yeah.
figure it out later, right?
Yeah.
You just knew you were green.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
I
was green,
wanted to
and like I
say,
said, I was. Go ahead.
no. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna go all in at one time, but then I thought about it. I said, you know what? I'm up on this sucker. I was gonna go up to 20,000 shares, and I don't know. I just decided to hold off. Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
good thing you did because it kind of fizzled out on us.
Yeah,
Still
but
made some
I
good money off of it
played it a
though.
couple of times. Yeah, I played it a couple of times after
See,
3
the amount
o'clock.
of
So
shares that you get, you would have gotten a nice gain with that because you don't need it to go up as much as we do.
no, yeah. That's why a lot of people don't understand that I don't need those large movements to make every time it goes up a penny or two. I'm making $50, $75. I don't have to have
Yeah.
those big moves. Yeah,
So the
yeah.
micro penny moves for you because of the amount of shares represents a lot more dollars than somebody like me that had
Oh
only
yeah,
1,000 shares. Is that correct? Oh,
oh
got you.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I wanted
Think
to say
about it.
really quick too. Sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm listening.
No, I just wanted to throw into bucket. You're not the only one with the problem of the man. You're trading. I do really well early in the morning, and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, okay, maybe that one. and then you start losing here and there, and all of a sudden you went from like 100% to like 50% getting. You're like, I should have not done that, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Ariel. And you know what the problem with that is? When you lose that 50, then you actually could get into, this is boredom trading. Then you get into the revenge going, I got to get back to the 100% I already made. And then that can cascade, right?
Even worse.
Right.
That's
Because
that
now
market shifting
you're
on
just
y'all.
upset you blew away some of your profits, and it's like, well, let me do a little bit more and a little bit more. And then
Shift
next thing
change.
you know, you're in the negative when you were in the positive an hour and a half before.
Yeah.
Shift
Hey,
change.
Ralph, what's up, man?
What's going
How
on?
you
What's
doing?
going on?
Coffee.
How you doing? What's going on, Nate? Bucket,
Oh,
Area, Dawn. Congratulations.
Was
Hey, thank
Listen,
you,
Dawn,
honey.
you got to find a place. You know, all this jumping around Apple, Netflix,
Man, don't come in here
Spy.
jumping in my
Now,
ass. I had a good day
now
today.
you
Leave me
trade hot
alone. Leave me
stocks.
alone.
I mean, what's going on, friend?
hey,
I
Ralph,
do. I told you
Ralph,
what I was
she's a
gonna do.
floozy. She
I'm
just
telling
no
you,
longer sticks to it. You know,
you
she's
can't
just
commit to
everywhere.
nothing.
I did. I was in Apple. And then I told you guys what I was doing. I said I'm gonna start messing around with shares. Did I not say that? And I'm gonna stick to Apple, SPY, and AMD. One at a
Listen,
time. That's what
the
I did. I did a
moral of it
share,
is,
right? And I did Apple today. I have a plan and I'm working my plan.
the moral of it is, after you train right and you learn how to trade, you can
Hmm.
come out on the right side of the trade no matter where you at. Right, friend?
That's true. That's true.
You know,
Yep. And I'm getting a lot of good learning in. So
there you go.
between you and, well, obviously Coach, but between you and Nate and Mark McSee and his things that he adds in there, and Mark Mancini and Bruno and David, I mean, come on, you can't not be successful in this game if you just sit back, get out of your own way, and listen. You know.
yeah.
So that's the moral of the story. Just listen, If you're finding that you're losing, there's a reason for that. And you need to stop thinking that you can just fix everything by trading your way out of it. That's not the answer. Something that you don't know that you're missing, and or something that you may know and just aren't doing, and you need to
Right.
pull yourself away from it in order to see it, you know. So, I mean, it's like we
Yeah.
were talking about that addiction, the mentality of a trader. When you go into it and it's all, come on, come on, come on. I got to get this. I got to get this. And you're just on this roller coaster and you're losing and then you're trading more. It's like adding into a losing trade. You don't do that. You
Exactly.
gotta
Yeah.
stop doing that,
The FOMO get
and
on you every now and then, though. I
yeah,
done
it
learned how
does.
to control it, though.
How do you
You
control
know,
it? Talk to me.
But
How
you know
you
what,
control it?
Don?
Look.
I had convinced myself that I was gonna go back to my old way of trading, just try to make $1,000 a day.
Mm-hmm.
And this morning, I just saw that opportunity, and I was like, "Oh no, I can't pass this one up. This thing looked too juicy." So, yeah,
Right.
so I was going, because I was down $600 this morning when I went to the regular. I was down
I
$600.
know. I heard it.
Yeah. So, and I still to this day I don't understand how I did that, because I don't usually do what I just did this morning. I just got rid of the whole order. My whole order on a negative. I
Oh,
lost
that's
all.
right. That's right. You were
So
trying to do
yeah,
bits and pieces of it at a time. You said, I think I put too many zeros on that and sold the whole thing.
yeah. I was trying to scale down. Yeah, and I put too many zeros on it, and because I had 5,000 shares, and I was going 500 at a time. And I must have put too many zeros, lost all of it. I was so damn mad. I said, "What the hell did I just do?"
my
So it
my
kind of
my my,
pissed me
my
I've
off.
been
actions rubbing off on him. I do that dumb stuff
because
all
didn't
the
you just do
time.
that Friday, Ralph?
I do it all the time. I'm telling you, I
Huh?
don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think Ralph said he
Yeah.
had just done that one of
I
those
did that
days.
Yeah,
Friday.
one of y'all,
I
you or
think it
CJ,
was.
one of y'all used to do it all the time.
I
Yeah.
do it all. I used to do it all the time. It's the where I go in to put in the stop loss and I forget to
Yeah.
press stop. and I hit the limit. It'll be a limit sale is what it'll be. Like, because whenever I go to set it up, it's like, you go in for the sale order, but you got to tell it if it's the stop order or top or, whatever type of order it is. And I just missed that whole step. I mean, I lined the whole stop order up and sell it as a limit. The good thing is most of the time it be done moved up into a little profit most of the time.
Wow.
Yeah, my wife was there this morning and she was talking about, what did you just do? I said, I don't know, but it was some stupid shit. I don't know what I did. Oh man, it had my head hurt. Oh my God.
Wow.
But
hey guys, I tell you what.
We still got a couple more days in this month, so I'm gonna still make the month. So I'm still gonna be good this month.
You gonna make your 80 grand this month?
Oh no, I'm grand this month.
All right,
that's
Don, get it together.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
But to
Speaking of
answer your
which,
question
y'all,
about
this
that
month. I think
FOMO,
if you want to know where Nate learned
I'm
how
12.
got all his training, you want to know where Nate got all his training? It's from our coach, Chad W. Christian. All right. If you guys need to go to AmericanDreamTraining.com and get signed up so that you can get trained by the same person that we got trained by.
Right.
American runs on Diesel Dan. Shout out to Diesel Dan down in the chat. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Scott Bennett, I see you down there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yep, don't forget to hit the likes. TJ said, I would like to smash a lot of things. Behave, TJ. Arlo, what's up, sweetheart? I see you down there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. TJ again, Arlo again, Steve H, welcome. Thank you for stopping through. Brad James, always loyal. Thank you for coming, Brad. MK Barikawa.
That's a new name.
Yeah, MK Barikawa. I don't remember seeing you. Welcome, welcome. If you don't have a trading home, go click that link in the description of the video so you can join American Dream Trading.
Boricua is Puerto Rican, yes.
Boricua. All right, so it looks like we got the same few people. Brandon, so we got Ralph, we got, okay, so we don't have, I don't know if it's maybe because we started a little bit early too. Future Trader, what's going on? Cross the fader, Future Trader, Flash she can play like a Sony innovator. Linda L, what's going on? Juan V, what's happening? Welcome.
Hey, Don.
Yes.
Bruno says there's a lot of noise. There's something with the mic.
Yeah, it's Nate. Nate, can I mute you a little bit until you're ready to say something? Or are you all right?
Is it me?
Yeah, your mic is chirping or something. Living it up. I love the name. Welcome. Dreamweaver. Good job. Welcome. I like that name. Ken Everett. We got a lot of new names in here tonight, guys.
Shout out.
Linda L again. Michael 1475. I don't know. Is something hitting it?
I don't know. I don't know nothing about this communication stuff. I just use
Tom
it.
McAllister. I knew you were going to say that. Paige, what's up, Paige? Patrick, the man with the golden voice, is down in the chat. Maybe that'll help.
Oh, you on the phone.
Miguel Carrasco.
Is.
Like the way I said that, Ariel. Miguel Carrasco. I want to learn Spanish. Whatever you did, Nate, that worked. Ken Everett. We got a lot of new names in here, guys. Welcome. Bruno, what's up, baby? Dawn, there's a lot of, yeah. Okay, got you. Think we called it. One call tool one. Dude, did you hear that? One call tool one. I was about to mess up. One call cool one.
Been around for a while.
I know it has. Trader Vaughn, what's happening, sweetheart? Steve Keishan. Wow, there's a lot of new names in here. KB, what's going on, bro? I didn't see Steve O. I'm gonna say it anyway. Steve O, just because I like saying Steve O.
He probably didn't get the memo of the new time.
Yeah.
He'll be here.
Yeah. I did it earlier so that we could end this by 6:30. That way we can still put a couple hours in and still be off at a reasonable time so you guys can go do other things that you need to do as well as participate. So, hopefully that helps people by moving it up a little bit. And hey guys, guess what I found? Somebody mentioned to us the order book, that they had an order book playlist. Do you guys remember that last week about the L2, that there was a few videos, not just the one we always look at?
It seemed like I did, yeah.
I found it.
Found it.
Yes.
I knew you would. I knew you would. You've been on that L2, Fred.
I have.
I've been using it though. I've been using it.
I have too. I really like it. Are you guys using the L2, Ariel and Bucket? Or are you just still doing all like support and resistance lines, which you got to do anyway?
No, I'm actually I went for the Weeble, and I funded the Weeble, so that and I'm also with the level 2 on there. And
cool.
After seeing everything that you guys are doing with the level 2, it's like second nature now. I understand what's actually happening. That's why I'm very excited for the mornings, early morning, as if I don't get off early enough.
I'm using the L2, but I know I'm doing it wrong.
Okay.
What you mean you're doing it wrong?
Well, I tried the L2 last week on a couple stocks, right? On Aftermarket. Both lost money.
Wow.
Because ain't nothing gonna work out.
I get a good entrance, what I think's a good entrance, and it never goes up. It just sits there. It doesn't do anything. And maybe I'm not picking. Maybe my selection criteria. I'm trying to follow some of the suggestions from training from Nate. But it just doesn't seem to work.
There he is, right there. We can ask him, Nate.
What's up, future trader?
He having a problem with L2. Can you help us out?
How'd you make out today?
Did good. Made $130.
Sweet. Man, you're getting better and better.
Yeah, man. It was between INVO, the hot stock pick. INVO made 100 on that
this morning?
And 30 on Apple.
I see that early this morning.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Nice. What else do you get?
That was it. That was
just
it.
That was
one. That was enough for me this morning. Yeah. I'm in the point right now where I'm having to discipline myself so I don't overtrade and just get some green, get consistent, and then we can start swinging a little bit more for the fence.
Get the patience of Nate. Nate's got a patience of he's awesome.
Get those base hits. How'd you do today?
Good. I hit 300 on Tesla today.
Nice.
I did call. I did a couple calls and just let the thing run.
Yep.
And then hit a certain point, just let the thing stay, and bam.
You use the 2-minute EWO strategy?
Yes.
Works, doesn't it?
I'm getting it down. I'm down to like the 1 to 2 contracts. I'm not doing that 20 no more.
Oh, good.
Tesla had a strong move up this morning, didn't it?
Oh, it was sweet. I caught it right near the bottom, too.
It was a staff step.
Nice.
Wow. I'm telling you, have to be patient with that thing. Straight
like
up,
they say, keep your hands off that mouse, man. It works.
That's it. Get that big mouse pad.
Yeah.
That's another thing, guys.
Ain't it more comfortable, though?
Yeah.
Whenever you go in with less than 100 contracts.
No sweaty hands. You're not clammy.
Yeah.
It was sweet, but I know you know, like that gentleman Bucket. How you doing, Bucket?
What's up, FT, baby?
Yeah, man. I know I'm still trying to learn that level 2 that Nate does, but Nate he nails it, man. It's unbelievable. Nate's
from sweating bullets to pencil steals like Nate.
Woo!
All I say is, Nate Sweet Weed, I'm in the dirt, man. I'm down there. If you want to come get me, you come get me, but I'm not getting myself in a world of trouble.
Yeah, you just like Coach says, the more you do it, the better you'll get. You know, you just
That's it.
got to keep doing it, and you know, I'm starting to catch on that 2-minute EWO. It took me 2 months to finally get it, you know, to where I'm getting real comfortable with it. I'm still not like Dave or Mark Mancini. I mean, he kills it. Unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, and you have to stop and take a look at it. It just takes, you know, doing it consistently,
Yeah.
over and over again, and watching what's happening while it's in motion, and just
Right.
taking notes and journaling. You know, that's your cheat code right there. Go back to your journal and go back and look at what you did in the trade, why you got out, why you got in, what
Yeah.
your
Because let me
mindset
tell
was,
you,
and you'll master it.
most people struggle with the 2-minute EWO because they're not taking account for the levels. Like, don't it's there. You know, if it's price might be paid for instance, coach's pre-market setup. I'm just using that for example. So if it's like a swing right there, most of the time, whenever you get down on the EWO, it's going to be moving up. But once it hit that and break through the resistance, it's going to come back on you. So a
Yeah,
lot of people don't take account for that. And so if they, that's what a 40% stop come in contracts, right?
Yeah.
So, you need to be like more cautious of the levels. And sometimes you might have to wait a little bit, for it to come up. But then you don't want to miss the move. So it's kind of tricky. It comes over time,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
it
starting to see
absolutely does.
in that your 1 to 3%, the loss.
Mm-hmm.
And lately I've been noticing, like, if the candle moves, say 50 cents versus say it moves $1, sometimes I'll wait a little bit, even when you're in that 2-minute EWO, and I'll watch it. Sometimes that'll actually come back down, and then I'll hit it. You know what I mean? It comes down about halfway into that candle, so now you're 50 cents down, but you're in that 2-minute, and then I get in and I bring that stop to where, in that 1 to 3%, and it seems like it's doing really good lately for me.
Okay, so you're saying you're setting your stop at 1 to 3%?
Yeah, because I just went right for options. I never messed with stocks. I figured, let me learn it now. I was doing paper trading for a while, but I don't say nothing.
Okay.
I hear other people.
Well, that 1 to 3% is for your total account for the day. Like,
Yeah.
when you first get in a trade, you set your stop in a 2-minute EWO for 25 to 40%. That way you can give it some breathing room. You set it for 1 to 3%. You're gonna get stopped out.
You lost it a day, but yeah.
Yeah.
That 20-40%. It just
all right. So wait, what are you doing? He doing stocks or options?
I do strictly options.
If it's stocks, okay. So if it's options, you got to use that.
So I got to calculate as I'm ready to get into it. I'll calculate the numbers and see where I'm at. That's why right now I'm down to. I remember when Coach was saying, you got to go at least with 2 contracts. So as you shave off, you can shave off the one and let the other one run, and that worked great.
Right. Yeah.
Doesn't that? It works really good.
Yeah, I mean, like today, I only went with a couple contracts. That thing ran. I made my money. I was happy as can be.
Yeah.
I'm in the green.
Yep.
Green, Just like you say, Dawn, be in the green. You're good.
Yeah, once you're in the green.
Yep.
See, and the challenge days are when it's still in an uptrend or a downtrend, but you have those pullbacks that start eating up your contracts. That's when it's a real challenge to stay in the 2-minute EWO. It's easy to stay in it when it's running one direction without a bunch of pullbacks. But when it starts pulling back, that's where you got to pull out that, the fortitude that they always talk about. All right. And you got to.
I use the shaving both ways.
Yeah. You got
I use the shaving both ways. It don't matter if it's going up or coming back. If it's coming back on me, I shave some off to keep the loss from getting so bad, because it might come down and then go right back up. but we don't know if it's just gonna keep on coming back on you, and then you take a big loss. I heard Coach telling Dawn that one day she was trading Apple.
Yeah.
You know, you always need to have them two. That's the way. Hey, listen, shaving. That way you have 2 exit plans. That way
That's
you
it.
can feed
And
both
I'll
of
tell you
them.
what really helps is using that 15-minute candle on that SPY. If you ain't breaking that 15-minute on the high, most likely you are going to be on the low. And that helped me too. That helps me.
Yeah, that 15-minute
I'm
candle
talking about
roll
the
is a
15-minute
beast.
drill.
Yeah, I don't go in
Yeah.
right away like I used to.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
I
you know what?
always wait.
You don't even have to wait a half an hour. Give it that 15 minutes, dude.
yeah.
And if that 15-minute candle is huge and it's red, that lets you know most likely it's going to be a down day. And the second half of that rule is if it's, if it doesn't break the pre-market high, that's even more confirmation that it's probably going to be a down day.
Yeah.
And
Agreed.
I've looked at that and back tested that a couple times and it worked. And I'm like, holy crap, Coach has just got a rule for everything.
I'm telling you.
He's got a rule for everything.
And I tell you, he's right, man. When it goes down, it goes way fast down versus up. For some reason, I think he does like short.
The down.
Oh, he loves that.
Downswing is
Oh, geez, oh, Pete. That's all he does. Every time I get into an EWO, it's getting heavy. Oh, boy. Time to short it. Let's go. Come on, man.
It's like, Coach, we're in calls, dude. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And listen, that downswing is always
Stop bringing the
more
slack
faster.
down, Coach.
Here's the size. Here's the size of a.
Yeah, look at that bucket.
Here's the size of a. Here's the size of a green candle. It's this big,
right?
And it goes up 1 cent. Here's the size of a red candle, and it goes down $7.50. Okay? I mean, it's
people
like
start probably taking sellers come in. Next thing you know, it's just not the drop and that panic selling kick in.
And Coach throw his 2 cents in there, and he don't go in small. I'm like, damn it, Coach, you bringing it down more, man. I'm trying to stay in this call. What you doing? He wants that put.
Yeah.
Like, nah, it's trash. It's trash. I'm like, all right.
But listen, whenever it's moving up, that's what I'd be like, just hold on. You know what I'm saying? How that stop loss is shaking the sellers off. That's what it's doing.
Look, I know Coach is going to end up seeing this, right?
I know he is.
Look, you kept trying to bring SPY down. You said Apple wouldn't go. Apple wouldn't go. Apple was like, nope, I'm going to continue to climb.
Hey, don't get it twisted, friend. Don't get it twisted. They did. It still was a bad day, friend.
Yeah, it's
still on the downside.
I got
trash.
as much as I got out of that call, and I could have got a few dollars more. I'm pissed at myself that I got out early. But again, I couldn't babysit the trade today because I'm still dealing with getting this car and all of that. So I couldn't babysit the trades. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to take that 29 and I'm going to go ahead and make these phone calls. But yeah, man, it went up, and then, hey, I wasn't playing with it today.
Yes,
but yeah, that was funny. I was thinking about you, Bucket, when Coach was like, come on down. I'm like,
yeah, you knew I was in the Apple EWO. Of course you did.
Oh, man. I was like, Bucket said, when Coach starts that yelling at the stock, I'm like, no, Coach.
Yeah, I just sit every, and probably because the correlation is this. Apple has enough momentum to give us our 2-minute EWO signal, right? There's always going to be a pullback, right? It just doesn't go green for the whole day, right?
Right.
So the correlation is usually about 5 minutes into the EWO, 3 or 4 candles, it's time for pullback time. And that's when he says, oh, it looks heavy. But like what was said 2 weeks ago, he's only talking about at this particular moment in
he's a scalper.
1 or 2 candles.
Yeah, scalper.
Right? And that's what got me really annoyed the first time when I almost broke my computer monitor. The second time, now all of a sudden, I actually have the reverse feeling, which is in my Apple 2-minute EWO, 5 to 10 minutes after, if Coach says it's heavy, I know that EWO is going to do well. Because it's doing its pullback, and then
it's healthy.
I'm actually going to test out when he says it's heavy, letting the candle drop and seeing what would happen to a contract if I bought it after that pullback as compared to the normal contract I buy when the 2-minute signals. I think that will be an interesting experiment.
So you're
Dawn, is
saying,
that better?
yes, it is much better, Nate.
Much
That's
better.
awesome.
I don't know what I did.
What's up, Nate?
Hey,
So you're talking about buying on the dip, basically.
Yeah, just what I'm not going to do this as my new strategy. I figured it out last week. The reason he always calls it's heavy is because Apple at that point in time has run for a period of time that has given us the signal for the EWO, right? I mean, the EWO is a momentum up. So it's going to pull back, and that's when coach usually calls it's heavy.
Yeah.
And it does a pullback. So my feeling is I'm going to try one time after that pullback just to see what that option price would have been in comparison to if I had bought the 2-minute EWO at the time of the trigger. Because I'll have bought the 2W. I'll be in it. I'll just see what that contract price would be. I think that's an interesting experiment just to see what happens.
That's a lower entry point for you, Bucket. I seen that.
Yeah, we'll find out.
That's definitely a better entry point.
Bruno talks about that a lot. Waiting for it to kind of
breathe back. Yeah.
Yeah,
that is better. Yeah,
he did tell me that. Bruno told me that the other day. Something.
Yeah, you can get a better contract price like that.
That's the same thing that Nate does with the stock.
Yeah, that's what we mean when we say get a better. Cox, if you're listening, that's what we mean when we say get a better contract price. Is the breathe back, not the L2 trade. No,
Coach says it all day, every day. Buy on the breathe back, buy on the pullback, buy on
right, because when they break out, it's gonna come back and retest it. So that's what's gonna happen. Yeah. What's happening right there is, all right, you had a strong move up. So people who trade shares, right? They closing their trades. So if it's a sell, even if it's a sell or a buy, it don't matter which one it is. If it's a buy, it is moving up. They taking profits off that up move. You know, people that got strong hands like Nate, they only need the price to move a half a cent, a quarter of a cent. Whenever it breaks through that resistance, they're gonna go ahead and take their profits. So that's why I always breeze back. You know, not only that, fast scalpers. Yeah, fast scalpers like Coach that's gonna come over there and ride it back to the breakout point. So that's why I always do that. It'll go up and come back. It's a retest. You know what I'm saying? So if you just hold up for a minute, you can get a better contract price.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's just shaking off. You know, I ain't gonna say it's shaking off weak positions because some people happy with the fast move. You know what I mean? Nate, he fasted with a couple of sets. Coach, he happy with just getting in there and making that counter breathe back and get on out. That was his plan, you know. So,
yeah,
absolutely.
You got to find a happy medium, and
you do.
If you're able to master, a little better entry, man, it's gonna make you feel better in your trade.
But don't get me wrong. Sometimes that thing will just break out and go straight up.
And it's
no retest at all.
Goodbye, Lola. No retest at all. See
no
you later,
retest at all. That's why you just go in with the 40% stop loss to be on the better position.
Yep.
That's why you just go in with the wide stop.
Just give us some breathing room.
Yep.
Give us some breathing room.
And if you missed it, they don't have to breathe back. You'll be fine. Don't chase it though.
All right, so I found that playlist. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on here real quick, so you guys can get some order book training.
Hey, look, while you looking for that, Fred, speaking of the order book, that's the reason why I ended up trading today. And then I FOMO'd in after that. Yeah. Because at first I was like, I ain't going to really mess with the stocks. But I forgot I had put some damn limit orders down there on the order book. You remember I was telling you P-Ton, I seen a whole bunch of big orders? I guess P-Ton just didn't never come down there and grab them. I pushed it up and let it grab one. They had like a big wall up there, 502, I think. And I just kept doing that over and over. But Mara, I had my stuff low. It didn't never come pick Mara up. And then all of a sudden, it had just pushed it down. And I guess it came and picked up my order. And then I guess it kept going down with it. But I had some more up under there. So the stop loss caught one of them. And then it just brought it back up. And I was like, oh, all right. I'm in the trade now. And then
Yeah.
it went up and started to come back. So I sold that one off. And then I heard Elise say Mara was breaking out. I FOMO'd in. I couldn't take it. I had to get back in it. I was like,
Right.
damn.
He said, let me get some. Let me get some, Lee Zinga. Lee
I
Zinga.
FOMO'd back in. They gonna lie.
So it's about 4 videos in this playlist. So let's take a look at this order book training.
Mm-hmm.
Those of you down in the chat, it's time to grab those pens and papers. You've been wanting to know about the L2. You hear that? That's like the flavor of the month. That's all we've been talking about with support resistances is L2, L2, L2. Let's see what's going on.
The L2 over here, this is the level 2. This shows buyers and sellers. These are actual orders that are tied up in the system. You can see where people are sitting, where they want to provide, where they are trying to buy. The green, the bid, is the buyers. The red is the sellers. Okay. And not all orders show up, because if you're using things like Lightspeed, Interactive Brokers, etc., you can actually tell it not to show that you are holding orders and stop losses in these certain places. These are also stop losses. Now,
that's huge. So remember that.
Hey, listen, another thing that I want to mention, and this for Cox if he's listening. I know one morning he was asking about Moo, and he was like, it says ARCA. And I told him that, you know, for the one that we use in Weaver is NASDAQ or something like that. But and he was like, well, if I got the free one, well, you know, if you have Moo, then you got more information if you get the Weaver one. So that's 2 of them. You have more. You'll be able to see more than what we could just see just on the You get what I'm trying to say? Like, you'll be able to see more. Like, you know, if you get the Weaver one, you'll have the NASDAQ one, then you'll have the ARCA one too. And I believe that's the reason why the like if you got Trading View but you don't pay for the thing, that's why the order book is just blank. Because I think they work for ARCA also. So
okay.
Dawn, start that over again.
The whole video?
Yeah, start that whole video again. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
the L2 over here, this is the level 2. This shows buyers and sellers. These are actual orders that are tied up in the system. You can see where people are sitting, where they want to provide, where they are trying to buy. The green, the bid, is the buyers. The red is the sellers. Okay. And not all orders show up, because if you're using things like Lightspeed, Interactive Brokers, etc., you can actually tell it not to show that you are holding orders and stop losses in these certain places. These are also stop losses. Now, what the L2 will help you with, if you look at some of these larger numbers, look at 454. This will help you to determine walls. So this would be resistance to the upside at 454. And you can look for support numbers down here on the bottom. So 453.40, there's a huge amount of people ready to buy up. So using that, I could go, hey, there's a wall up here to the top, and down here, if it goes down to the bottom, I see a bunch of buyers. Does that make sense?
Otherwise known as a channel. So, Bucket, did you get what he was saying there?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
If you didn't, I can explain it to you, because I did it today.
Cheat code. It's like saying,
I did it today, Bucket.
Okay, it's 10, like, okay, with INVO, it was 12,000 people. I'm making this number up, but it was 12,000 people sitting at $2.60, right? I bought it at $139. And I'm saying, okay, there wasn't a whole lot of orders in the middle of that. What is that telling you? It's going to go from 139 all the way up to 260. And then it's going to hit a major resistance, because freaking 20,000 people are sitting there waiting to sell the shit, and it's going to go back down. Then you look over at the buy side and you see who's ready to pick those up at what level. Okay. 15,000 people waiting to buy at $1.20. That's why I didn't panic when it was going below $2 what was it, like 250? It started going down because I saw a ton of buyers sitting there at $2. I'm like, damn, it's gonna go all the way down to $2 because those buyers, it's like inertia. They're like, hey, we got money. Come here, come get us, come pick us up. Okay, now, yeah, come on, guys. Let's if there's enough of us to pile in, that makes us more magnetic. Ralph made a good point. If it's 20,000 orders sitting there, that platform is not trying to lose that money. The stock market's not trying to lose those premiums. It's going to go down there and pick that shit up.
Yeah.
So if it's a ton of orders sitting at a lower price point and you're sitting up here, you better be prepared to lose some money. Just make sure that you don't chicken out and wait for it to go back up, because that's exactly what's going to happen once they purchase it.
So look, this is what I had seen on what it was, that P-Ton. So look, I've been just traveling P-Ton because I had a tough road with it. So I looked in their order book and I told Dawn this morning, I said, they got some unusual stuff going on in P-Ton because they all have like 6 rows. Like, it don't have a lot of volume. I mean, they get volume, but it comes after the market open. This is like 3 in the morning. They had like $1,000 orders. I'm talking every row down for like 20 rows straight. I'm like, what's going on here? So I just found the one in the middle and kind of like put my order there, right? Didn't get filled. Market started to get closer to the, you know how at 7 o'clock more people come in. They had more orders on them. Now, once the market opened up, and you can go look, they got a triple top on the chart pattern, but it's earlier in the day. They had a take profit set up there with 82,000 sales. There's no way that they was getting past 502. Every time it went up there, it got rejected. Every time. And then the orders that I had down there didn't even get filled.
82,000? Because it had 82,000 sitting at 502?
82,000 take profits. Like it was a sale order up there for 82,000 like shares, I guess.
So Bucket, every time it got to that, it was doing this.
Every time it went up there, it was like if you look at the chart for P-Ton, it got a.
But you can see it ahead of time. It's a cheat code.
Yeah, so it was like a channel.
There's no guesswork.
My order didn't get filled at first because I'm like, dang, he won't even come down there and pick it up. And so I knew what a get out point was there. So every time it came down to like I guess 490 or something, and you know the buyers made it go back up, I just get in right there. I did that like 3 times and got out at 5.
I also noticed that where it's 500 shares, 700, it tends to blow through those. Don't let those deter you.
Yeah, it got to be like 1,000 or something.
Yeah, it's got to be like thousands of people sitting there for it to really not blow through that. It's just going to pick those orders up and keep going.
It ain't stopping for 700.
Yeah, no. It's got to be in the
thousands. Yes.
Yes, sir. And the reason that we always want to buy at the mid price of the L2 is sitting right here, and this is the price we want to pay. That is the difference between the ask and the bid equals the mid. That's why I always tell you guys to buy at the mid. When we sell at market, you'll usually get the worst price because it will not be at mid. It'll be exactly whatever that price is, and it's usually the worst price you'll get. That's why when you guys see me do a market sell on SPX, and I'll lose, like I'll be up 10 grand and I click sell and I make 7. That's because I'm getting the worst price I can get, but I can get it now. Okay. If you guys are on Interactive Brokers or Lightspeed and you clicked on limit sell, it'll do it immediately and you don't lose any money. Yeah. Right? It's immediate. There's no delay. Well, there's a delay on Webull, so I already know how to work the system. But it does help me if I'm like, where's everybody sitting? Right? So I might use it more than 10 times, but I'm telling you, it is not a part of my normal day. But does it help? Sure. Especially when you're doing penny stocks. You guys are penny stock traders. It's phenomenal. Let me show you.
Yes.
Yes.
AMC, right? See it right here?
Yes.
I can see where all the buyers and sellers are sitting. Do you see it?
Yes, coach.
So that helps me, especially on these slow moving. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, so it just had news. It wasn't doing squat earlier. We're going to add this to the hot stock pick. Good call. WAVD. Look at the 2-minute. You got in here, which was here, right?
Okay, so this is an L2 training on the end of here. This is a 2-minute EWO video, so don't get confused. It's like, well, what the hell's that got to do with it? He goes into a whole different thing that Carter tacked on the end here about the 2 minute.
Up here,
Wow.
pulled back, you could have got
Still
rid of some
good
more. It
info,
came
though.
down here and you would have got out, right? Because that's the break and hold of VWAP. So 2 minute EWO, you would have collected here, here, finished inside of here when it broke VWAP. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's exactly what your 2 minute would have looked like for you guys today on Tesla. Showing a sign here. This is what's crazy. Let me draw this out. So it's still bullish. It's still bullish. Hold on. Remember how we do this every time? But this one's a little harder to tell.
Like
You
that
see it right
today.
here? This is a nice bull flag. So I'm not super concerned, but we do have some indicators that are starting to give us threatening signs, right? You see your super trend here. You can also see down here that buyers are fading. You see right here on your EWO.
Yeah.
But honestly, as long as it's staying above VWAP, just depending upon how much you have in, what your risk tolerance is, and of course where you got in, to know is this still viable for you to be in there or not? Because otherwise, what you're looking at is this channel that it's in, right there, right?
Hey,
I don't
pause
like
it
it
down at
breaking
the end
312.66
before that chart go
because
away.
that's where it touched just a second ago, and it's got all this downward pressure to the downside. Because what that means, if this breaks this 3,
What'd you say?
No, I was telling you before that chart go away, pause it. Listen, I heard you said, look, Tesla looked like today. It did look like that today. But what made me know that it was going to go down is because you see how this swing came down, the second one come down, but it didn't break below that one?
Yeah.
Today, the swing came
Right
down,
here?
it broke below that one. That's a sign of weakness. Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
That if that one would have came, if you ever see the chart going up and that one comes lower than this one right here, that's a sign of weakness. All right. If it comes back up and it don't make a new high, it's about to go down. That don't mean the trend is over, but that's letting you know, hey, this changing. You know what I'm saying? Like this, we're not going up anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But that right there, that's
Right in
still
here.
going up. It is weak. It is weak. No, come down, come to the end. That right there, if that would have pulled below this
Below this line right
now
here.
No, not below the line, below that second hump. Come down that line you on, and come to this right here, the swing low.
Right
the
here.
first up and down.
This one?
Right there, yeah. If it would have pulled below that,
Yeah.
If you ever see it pull below that means hey,
It's bye-bye
It's trend weakening. Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
Bye-bye
It's about to
Tesla.
get ready to go down, especially if it come back and don't make a new high.
Yeah.
So if it make a low and then it make a lower high, that's a sign of weakness. The lower low, that's a sign of weakness. It's about to go down. Yeah.
312.66. This
Good
could
info,
then try to
Ralph.
make a
Good
flush
info,
back down to
baby.
VWAP before it decides what it wants to do again. I can see other critical levels like 312.09 is one. Let me see. I can see one. This one's kind of weak, but 312.42. But honestly, if it was me and I'm in a call, I don't like it below 312.66. I just don't. I can always re-enter later again, but I want to collect the money that I've made, you know? Just like this. So with Uber, its critical level is going to be this, what is this, 40. So Uber has to stay above 40. Otherwise, same thing. It can try to pull back down to VWAP. Shop's completely flat. Let me show you what Shop looks like. See how it's heavy on the vine? Doesn't mean it's not going to come back, but look at the
That's
difference
a
here. Let
beautiful
me draw this
EWO
for
right
you.
there.
Yeah,
See how
it
it's
is.
heavy? What I mean by that is it goes up nicely,
And then it
now the
start
vine's
drooping.
starting to curve like this, right? You see it?
Mhm. That's that sign of weakness I was talking about.
Yep. So where in the process do we get out of that?
Watch your L2 over here. You can
we
see
go
at
to L2.
1.17, there's a big wall hold up at 12,000 shares ready to be sold at 1.17.
See that?
Which is...
Talk about that crystal ball. That was it. Let me rewind that so y'all can understand the power of what he's saying.
Watch your L2 over here. You can see at 1.17, there's a big wall hold up at 12,000 shares ready to be sold at 1.17.
Right here.
Which
That's what I
is
saw.
right here.
Yep.
So this is the type of thing that I would mark on my screen as major level of resistance. Do you guys see it
Bring
off
it
my
over here.
L2?
171. Mark it on here. It
Yeah.
helps you draw your lines.
Sure.
So this is what we're watching for right there. Now, when we're doing this, this just gives us a decent idea of, hey, where are people sitting at, right? Just like you can see buyers are sitting at 0.95. So there's a lot of buyers sitting at 9.5. Well, why does that matter to you as the stock's going up? Because if this sells back and starts to come back down, you want to know where support is, right? So if you look at the L2 at 9.5, and it's small, but there's 2,000, a 2,000 order basically sitting at 9.5. What that means is if I look at 9.5 right here,
It's gonna hold it.
there's a lot of people sitting right here for support. Okay.
Yep.
Now, do you see why I said to collect up here in the clouds up here at this $1.15?
Yes, sir.
So we know at $1.17 there's going to be a wall, and don't we always want to get out before we get to the wall? Because if everybody knows where the wall is, don't you want to be the first to jump?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't wait for it to get to those levels. If you see 20,000 or 10,000 sitting at get out a couple cents before, because you're gonna
That's
get
why I was setting mine at like
caught in the avalanche,
$4.99.
baby.
It was like
Yeah.
it was like I think the number was like 502. I was doing like $4.99, $5 even.
Yeah.
I don't really like
It's
even
just like
numbers. I was
it's
doing
just like a
$5.99.
firefighter getting out of a house right before it collapses.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, you don't want to get caught holding the bag.
I have that idea.
Yeah. You know, right before it collapses. It's like, okay, got my money. Let's go. You know, I don't have to wait for it to get exactly at that penny because I already know it's going to come crashing down as soon as that hits that dollar amount. And the same thing with the buyers. You know what I'm saying? This is why you look at the little graph and you'll see it, the sellers, you'll see the buyers up, but the price is coming down. No, that's telling you there's a ton of buyers in there, yeah, but they're down here.
I like to go to the
They're
biggest offer.
driving it down.
I was
It's
wondering
like,
how Nate knew how to get out of it. I'm like,
Yeah, you
Now
go to
you
the sell
know.
side of the
no, I
L2.
know.
now
It's
you
like,
know.
how the heck did he know?
Now you know. He trains us on that every morning. We watch him do that every morning in awe.
I watched him pop that 800 real quick this morning. I'm like, wow. He did that within what, a couple seconds?
Yeah. And I go in now, like when I wake up in the morning, I get in that call with them and they'll call out a stock. The first thing I do is look and see where the sellers are. That's my very first move. Okay, where's it at? Oh, they're selling, a bunch of people selling it at $1.80. Where's it at now? Oh, it's at $1.50? Okay, cool. I go backwards. Oh, a ton of people ready to sell it at $1.80. Where is it now? $1.50. That's 30 cents I can make.
Wow.
Okay, let's go over to the buy side and see what's the lowest price I can
That's
get.
a good one.
Yep. It's like, oh shit, I'm
I
not
look
going
at
to
the
pay
buy side
$1.50.
first.
Yep.
I want to
See,
go
I
to
do
the
it the
flow with it.
opposite. I do it
I'm
the
gonna go
opposite.
down to 80, 75 cents. I'm going to the
'Cause look,
dungeon. Like
look,
that's the way.
it's $1.50, right? It's $1.50. They're buying it. It's sitting over here, ready to be sold $1.80. It's at $1.50, but there's like 20,000 people that are saying no. We don't want to pay $1.50. We want to pay $1.45. I'm going with them.
Nice.
I can make that 5 cents and
I'm
then
going
go all
lower
the way
than
up to $1.80. That's what, yeah. So you try to get in. Don't just look at right there where it's being sold at. Look at where the lowest, where you see a bunch of buyers at. And that's what Nate does. He gets in at the lowest possible place he can get in, because as soon as he gets in, aren't you guys tired of jumping in stocks and as soon as you get in, it's negative?
Yeah.
Okay. As soon as he jumps in, it's freaking positive because it's going right up.
I
call
hear
it
him
pick
say it's
six.
like
Yeah.
taking candy away from a baby. It's so easy.
Yeah. It's scarily easy. I'm like,
I
no
call it a pick
way
six.
is this that easy. But it really is. And Nate has mastered the process.
Woo. He sure
You
did.
know, he's mastered it.
Yeah, I wish I would have gotten in there when I
Yep.
called it out at 95.
Yeah, absolutely.
Isn't this the one though that I added to you guys at, it is,
Yes, sir.
yeah, 807. Yep.
Yep, I picked it up.
Yep.
Shout out to Harlow. He's back. I missed Harlow. I love Harlow's voice.
I saw some volume going in there, like out of nowhere. I didn't see any news either when this happened. I just saw news from a while ago. So right here again, if we're in this move, right, and you're still like, oh, coach said to collect, but I'm not going to listen because I'm going to go rogue. Okay, then you want to make sure it stays above 1.051, right? So 1.051, that's this line I've got marked here. You need this to stay above this line to still be bullish, right? If you didn't want to collect when this had this big super spike.
That's what I'm talking
So
about.
as long as it stays up there, that's the channel. So if we all look at
EWO.
this channel.
Right there. I said that's what I'm talking about with the EWO. You see how what coach got his line drawn at is at the top of that swing. So usually it's closer than that. So if you're getting in the EWO 2-minute EWO, not L2, if you're just doing a regular 2-minute EWO, and you have like a swing like that next to it, whenever it goes up through that, and then it's gonna, most of the time, not all the time, it'll come back, and so that's the reason for that 40%.
Right.
Do
In
something
case
like
it comes
that.
back down here.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Most of the time, whenever I get in a EWO and they got like most of the time the swing will be more closer than that. But I mean, I don't know what stock this is. That's the L2. What is that? Like a high stock or something?
Okay,
I don't know what that
I
is.
see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, like you know how the pre-market setup be.
You're getting in here, and look what can happen. It can go right back
like
down
a
to here. I
resistance.
see what you're
Yeah, to
saying.
come back. So that's what I'm saying. That's why a lot of like most of the people that have a problem, they be like the EWO ain't work. Look out for support and resistance. I mean, you say that all the time, but most of the time it be that right there. It's a retest. That's the reason
And
why
this is
the camera coming
definitely
back on you.
in a 25 to 30% difference right there, dude. Look at that.
Yeah, if you was doing an option.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, if you just got like a little 10%, you're gonna get stopped
Yeah, you're
out.
gonna get stopped out, right?
Because you need to at least give it to here, maybe even a little bit down, just in case. You know what I mean? But yeah, I get
most
that.
Most of them EWOs though, some of them they'll just go right on up without coming back. But whenever they breaking out of a resistance or some type of strong level, then they're gonna come back.
Because that's exactly what it did. Look here. Look here. It retested. See that?
Yeah.
There it is. That's the level right there. So it did do that. It retested right here. But then it went back up. So that if you had that 25 to 40% stop loss in, it would have covered you through this. And then you would have still been able to take advantage of this because you would have still been in it.
Yep.
Channel. This is a channel now, okay? So as long as it stays in here, we're still bullish. If it drops below, nada at all. If this can break 117, you guys are going to get a nice massive pop here. Anytime you see that big push down, if it comes back down here to test 1.051 and it does hold, these sellers will most likely leave and then start to make the move back up above. If it happens right away. If this does not come right back to 1.17 fast, it's just going to pull right back down here to where we had it before, which is 0.9642. See it? This has to make a move fast. Otherwise, people will get scared, especially in pre-market, and they'll bail out early. So if this can reverse quick, this will make another push to the upside and start to really get some volume. Well, here's what you need to know. This is the only thing you need to be watching for. Pull back on your 1 minute candle. I've already got it marked here. You see this at 590?
Yes, sir.
That's your rock bottom. See it?
Oh, TJ, what's up?
That was TJ?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
And actually, since it's touched it multiple times, it's 586. Under 586, AMD crashes. See it?
Right.
Now, it could pull, scare the life out of everyone, recharge and run up. But I'm telling you from the looks of this, if this touches back down here again, which would be a triple bottom, and it can't hold, it's lights out. But if it can hold, though, you've got a long charge back up here, right?
Shout out
Hey,
to
it's another
TJ.
thing I want to mention because I be hearing Coach say this all the time. I know y'all
Mm-hmm.
probably because y'all be trying to trade while Coach be trying to train y'all. Right,
Mm-hmm.
whenever it goes up and then it's a reversal or whatever, it's a pullback. If you see a strong candle come back, like if it come back really strong, like with force, somebody probably selling, you know. And so you might want to get your stop because I hear Coach said that was way too strong and fast. That's selling right there. And then like you can tell if the volume was real high, like on the pullback. If you see the volume like real low, most of the time that's
Yeah.
just profit taking. That's a breathe back. But if you see a strong move, turn around back, that's because Coach can tell it. I can't tell it that good. I'm not a professional. But Coach be like, that's not no normal breathing. That's real fast. I hear him say that, and I sit there and watch it, and then he be like, if it comes back in there stronger than that, or the volume come in, I'm getting in the put. Like I heard him say that the other day on AMD. I think it was AMD he was trading. I think it was
Mm-hmm.
AMD. I don't know. But I see him where he be like, I'm gonna get a put right here. If it's really strong right here, the volume come in. Well, he don't say the volume come in. I guess he can
Right.
tell without the volume. I need the volume to be able to tell. But
Yeah.
if you see
Well,
high volume on the
that's an
pullback,
important part of the L2 too. You know,
mm-hmm,
the
mm-hmm,
volume and the float.
yeah,
You want a low
yeah,
float with a lot of volume because the low float means it's basically like
there's not
a
a
ton of
lot of shares available.
right and a ton of
Mm-hmm,
people trying to play with that little bit of shares. So that's what
mm-hmm.
makes it so volatile. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's like a hot toy on Christmas Eve at
Yeah.
Toys R Us
Everybody
for
wants
the
to play
older
with
folk.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody want to buy it. They fighting over it.
Hmm. And then you got, okay, I bought it at this price. Okay, I wrote it up to here. I'm selling it. Somebody else can have it now. Or you go back to the back of the line and buy it again.
Right here. This is 10 o'clock. Look at my screen. So I was in puts that I got, I don't know, somewhere, don't even know, somewhere in here, I believe, around VWAP. Right? And it just kept coming back and forth back. Now, news came out at 10 o'clock. That was right here. See this spot? This is the 10 o'clock. It then took off. It ripped my face off. I got out somewhere in here. I went long in here. It could not break the top. And then it crushed me down here. Now, listen, had I weathered a little bit more, which probably would have costed me, like, we'll say another $3,000, that would have been this, right? Had I stomached some of that when this pulled back, right, even being in here right now for the day, I would probably be down about, I'd say about 6K, but I'd be in puts and now I'd be in the right way because it's below VWAP.
Mm-hmm.
So because I was in heavier and it was ripping me up here, I got out around here.
He got scared and got out.
Instead of, if I would have had a smaller amount, I could have weathered a bit more,
Right.
which then would have came back and probably would have broke even once we get back down to here. So
I think people
You saw
discount
the
the
engulfing
mental
candle?
aspect of it. Yeah. I think people discount the mental aspect of what he's saying there too. Because you got to think about it when you're nervous about something, you're going to act differently than when you're confident about it.
Yes.
And if you were to able to sit in there longer because you were confident because the loss wasn't going to be as great or you didn't have so much money in it, that affects your actions. And your actions are going to allow you to sit in it longer. And if you sit in it longer, chances are you're going to be a lot more profitable.
Yep.
So you got to work on the mental aspect of it as well as the mechanics.
And that's the reason why the downside falls so faster than the upside bucket, is because people start panicking
and getting scared, and then everybody gets scared, and then the sellers are already selling, so they're making it go down, and the people that were in calls are like, oh shit, it's going down, not thinking it's going to go back. Oh, let me get rid of this, so then it just becomes a spiral.
For real, they start selling without even asking.
Right.
Selling, I ask questions left later. Coach, was it a good time for me to get out? Did you get out? Well, I already got out. I just want to ask about it, Coach. Sell and then ask Coach, is it all right to get out?
Right.
Exactly. Is Christina trying to talk?
I was about to say, I'm
Christina,
trying.
I got some deer. Is that for dinner?
Yeah, I need to talk to
Christina, what's
Christina about
up?
Tesla.
Look, look at the
Yeah.
deer in my yard.
Christmas with Tesla.
What you got? What? Oh,
Look at the deer. How close I am.
Broad daylight.
Yeah, look how close I am. Right there. Hi, guys.
About 3 of them.
Yeah.
Right on the big screen.
Hi, guys.
Oh, Don, what the hell?
Stop! Get out of my
they
head!
not
I was just
scared?
about to do that.
I'm afraid they attack me. So
Put the
never know.
camera on them, Christina. Put the camera on
I need
them.
an
I want to
ambulance.
see the deer.
You what?
Put the camera
We
on
got
them.
you on the big screen. Go ahead, throw the camera.
Yeah, there
Oh,
they
look
go.
at him.
Guys.
Oh, look at Bambi.
Hey, Bambi.
What
Hey,
the
honey.
hell?
Okay.
Y'all
That's
feed deer
crazy.
around there or something?
Come on.
All
my
you
God.
hunters,
No
put
hunters.
down your weapons.
Not
Christina,
allowed.
the deer, Christina, please, the deer. Please,
What?
The
before
deer
they run
hunter.
off.
Go back to the deer. You want to see them again? You want to see them
Yes,
Deer
they're
hunter.
gonna
That
run
was a
off
good
in a
movie.
minute.
Robert De Niro,
again?
baby.
Here we are. Here we are.
What
Go
the
ahead. Oh,
hell?
don't run away. It's okay.
See what I'm saying? They're gonna run whenever you get close to them.
Nope.
They're not scared.
Get a little
Like,
skittish, but
what the hell?
They're
They're
not
like,
scared.
what the hell
They're
are you
having
looking at,
they're having
lady?
their grass over there.
aren't they cute?
Yeah, they
I
are.
wouldn't touch them though. They
No
got bugs on
way
them
a
and stuff.
deer just be out there in our yard.
I know. I've quit meat. I don't eat meat anymore. Did you know that, Don? I have quit meat. No more.
Those deer just don't have any game. Like y'all got pets.
Way to go.
CBS News reported. CBS News reported they found there was human DNA found in hot dog, sausage, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of
Christina.
Just saying, I'm not eating it.
Christina, no.
CBS.
Negative. That's a
CBS
negative. Listen, this is a stock show.
I'll wait till Vegan Knowledge. I'll go on there and tell them.
Yes,
There you
tell
go.
them.
No
There
more
you
meat.
go.
No more meat.
I can't believe those deer was just right there. Like
Mm-hmm. I would lose my
they
head.
must don't hunt around there or something.
Of course not. We live in their place. This is their home first. We all
Our deer
built
don't
around them.
play. They will. Listen, you'll get ran over out here with a deer with horns, racks. They're not playing when they come through. All right,
No.
they on the move. You hear me?
What's
Lost
up, Bruno?
Bruno in here? Oh, what's going on, Bruno? Long time no see.
No more keyboard, no more.
That's why. That's why I didn't know he was there. I was expecting the keyboard.
I see Christina got her hair done.
I see you came on when Christina came on.
Today.
Uh-uh.
What'd you say? You see he what?
Got your hair done.
No, I didn't get my hair done. I just did it I just straightened it yesterday.
Christina, I'm
That's
proud
a-
of you
For what? What'd I do?
for not eating meat.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I can't. I can't anymore. I can't even. Nah.
If people only knew, I'm not gonna turn it that way, but if people only knew, girl.
Yeah,
I
I know.
The body. Anybody ever see the movie
So-
Motel Hell?
Christina, how you made out with Tesla?
I did okay. I still have the a call and a put, but
Why are you holding overnight?
I had to.
This mean you had to.
Had to.
Was
Oh,
they 90
She can
days
level
out?
out. Don't
Oh,
worry.
Was
I'll
they
be fine.
90 days out?
You hear this, right?
They're for Friday. I'll sell them tomorrow. I will. I'll be all right.
Breaking
They
rules.
were
Turn
already
a day
starting to
trade
get
into
better.
a swing trade, Christina.
Huh?
Never turn a day trade into a swing trade.
Well, I had to when I'm
We've
losing.
been
I don't
over
want to
this.
lose on a day trade. I'd rather
Okay,
be
you really
mediocre on a
gonna
swing.
lose now.
What's up, Scott? I see you in the comments.
What's Scott saying, Bruno?
You just said what's up.
What's
What's
up?
up?
What's up?
Bruno, talk to Christina about how bad
The
it
rule
is.
is you don't
Oh,
buy.
I know.
Nope,
I know.
nope.
Then
But
why
I
I'm
couldn't
done.
take
I'm
I
done.
couldn't take a $900 and something hit today, so I'm gonna. They,
So
they're
let me
getting
ask
better
you this.
so
already.
you
Let me
gonna
ask you
take
this.
more
Let
than
me ask
that
you this.
then?
What
They're
happens
tomorrow. They're already
overnight?
getting better. They were already getting better.
Okay, so they were already getting better, but what happens if overnight it completely plummets and you can't control
Well,
that?
then I'd make out good on one of them. That's all.
Why? That's
Get
a
a call
put?
and a put. Huh?
Oh, you got a straddle.
Well, I don't know if that's what it is. I did 2 separate trades myself, a call and a put.
That's a straddle.
Christina
That's
don't
different.
want to be told what to do.
Yeah.
Christina
Well,
don't
you
want to be
can
told
tell
what to
that.
do.
That's That's
She
the
is
only
going
rule I
headed
broke
as
today. I've done very well
Until she's
today.
in the corner crying. It's like, I
uh,
don't know what I
I'm not crying.
did.
I
let's,
don't cry.
hey, let's not beat the
Cry.
girl down. If you did good, hey, that's what we want to celebrate. Good job, baby girl.
What are we celebrating though?
She did good. So what'd you make?
I'm not done with those yet. In the morning, I'll get done with
I'm
those. I
saying,
don't
what are we
even know.
celebrating?
Nothing yet.
Robinhood. Do you have to do them separately on Robinhood? Do you have to figure them out yourself? Because I can't find a profit and loss button anywhere for Robinhood. Means I got to go and calculate them all myself, right?
Oh, you know what? You got to go into history and look at. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you got to do them all. So I
Yep.
didn't do that yet. But overall, I did good. Overall, I did very well.
But if you
Good
still
job,
got them,
man.
it ain't gonna be in the history though.
No, those two. No, that's all right. They will be tomorrow.
Yeah, they'll be there. They'll be there. Every trade you do is in there, even if you're still in it.
Those are on.
It just doesn't have a
Those
scope.
two are on
It's
Fidelity.
gonna be pending though.
Those two are on Fidelity. That's why I got 3 different accounts that I'm working out of because my money was scattered. So I have to go and I have to sit down and do all the math and figure it out. But I know I did well.
It'll have her buys in there, just no sells because she didn't sell it yet.
Yeah, it's gonna be pending. Just like if I send you some money and I get it back before you get it.
Hey, real quick, Houdini Gordini wants to know if this is how we teach people how to buy or sell stocks.
Well, this is for educational purposes. We're not giving no
advice at all. You definitely don't want advice from me.
Financial or tax advice or anything like that.
We're not telling you to buy, sell, or hold.
Yeah, we're simply discussing the trades we made throughout the course of the day. But I'll tell you what, the link that's in the description of this video, if you want to learn how to trade from the person who taught us the strategy, go to AmericanDreamTrading.com. As a matter
Give
of
him
fact,
more than that, friend. Show him something.
now's a good time. You can get a VIP membership yearly.
Right.
That's where you learn.
You have to get the. You have to get the year. You have to get the year. You missed the lifetime.
You gotta get the yearly,
you
man.
missed out on that. You missed the lifetime. Just like
Every
you missed
morning we
Bitcoin
get a
at
master
25.
class.
You missed the lifetime.
You want to get trained up? Get that VIP and get in the master class every morning at 8:15. That's that man that's on that video, coach. He will teach you right.
For real. You want to FOMO about something? FOMO about that. All right. FOMO about that VIP.
What are you eating, Bruno?
Who was Hamilton? Who was Hamilton? What's going on, Hamilton? Who was Hamilton?
What's up? How are you, man?
We got we got Real Housewives of Colorado up in here.
That was a good one, Bruno.
Their prescription, at least. Their prescription.
Real Housewives of
Colorado.
Hashtag we don't set no stops.
Christina, are you still in that trade?
That's right.
Are you in that trade still?
2 of them.
Yes.
Oh.
2 of them.
When she doesn't look when she doesn't look into the camera, she's still in the trade.
Is that the telltale sign? He said when you don't look in the camera, that means
you hear about those subpoenas that Tesla just got?
We don't need to talk about that. We don't need to talk about that. That's what that means.
I told Christina that Tesla was going to drop. It did, and she didn't close the trade.
I know it dropped a lot. She could have got out.
she didn't close the trade. Like, come on, Christina, you got to close on it. You got to close on it.
Did they really get subpoenas? Or are you just trying to scare the shit out of Christina?
No, they really did. But that's nothing.
Damn, see, Christina, that's why you don't hold shit overnight, girl.
They're always getting something now. So
you don't hold overnight because it's against the rules. Okay, not because
we are trained to. If you're going to buy a stock or if you're going to buy an option and you want to hold it, always purchase it 90 days out. That's what we're trained to do by Coach. Purchase it 90 days out. That way, your theta decay doesn't eat you up as bad.
And it's just a general rule that you don't want to turn a day
She's just
trade
giving us
into a
the
swing
hand.
trade.
Look,
Yeah, Christina's
she's just
camera.
like, talk to the hand.
Christina
What's going on, Zen?
has gone rogue. Do not follow Christina.
Did
Okay.
she leave?
No.
What's up,
Christina
guys?
does her own thing.
All right, all right.
Did Christina leave? She got scared.
She don't
It's
want to talk
Christina's
about it.
world. We're just nuts in it.
She don't want to talk about it.
Oh my god.
Bucket, OH.
IO, baby.
Man.
IO.
Just
Go ahead.
Wait, we got Rex here?
No.
Wait, Rex here? Oh. Wait. Yeah, you know, Christina she didn't have the discipline. You know what I'm saying? She had the discipline.
That's okay.
So she'll
That
get
girl
there.
makes money though.
Yeah, she do. She's a
I
young
don't give a
trader.
shit.
She do.
As
She
crazy
do.
as she makes money.
Yeah,
Well, that's
I will
good.
give her that. She makes money.
Hey,
Well, that's the point, isn't it?
That's
that's
the
what
whole
happens
point.
whenever you get that good ADT training, you know? Listen, Christina make a lot of mistakes, but she made the right choice. She came in, she got that VIP.
She got the
You know, she
family,
show up whenever
you
she
know,
can, you know?
and she's in
Mhm.
the freaking pre-market in the morning too. So yeah, it's like
We be up all
she's even
night.
getting that Nate tutelage.
Going back to the level 2 in the order book, right above the line of the bid and the ask, there's 3 numbers. I assume that's the lowest bid, the highest offer, and then the last. Is that accurate?
On the
If you look at the order book, it's right above where it says size, bid, and ask.
Oh,
There's
I
3
thought
numbers.
I
I
was
assume
about to
that's
That's the video.
I didn't know a video was going. I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
was like,
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
the lowest and the highest, and then the last.
The bid is 418. The
Uh-huh.
ask is 444, but the real price is 439.
Okay. All right. My second question is the V above it, the volume, the green and red.
Yeah, that's
Are
how.
there any? How do I read that, or how do we read that?
You really don't need to read that, right? Because
Okay.
this scares people. But just so you know what it means is this is showing there are more sellers than buyers. But if you look at it, that's because they're just sitting way down here. See them?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I don't care what that graph's doing, because I don't care if some big wig is sitting at $4.12 with 1 million shares. Who cares? It's not even close to it. What do I care, right?
Thank you, Coach.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, appreciate that. Thank you for the answer. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Please.
Some people, you use it as a sign of strength, one way or the other. I don't, because I know a lot of times, especially even if it pulls down, they disappear. They're like, you know what? I don't want to sell it now. And it disappears and the graph changes. So screw that. So using this
I'm
as a
so
perfect
glad
example,
Coach
you just
cleared that
asked
up.
me, do you see how there's more sellers than buyers? But guess what? The stock's going up. So that wouldn't even make sense, would it?
For real, that
You
was
know what?
confusing.
You know
me.
what? You
That's-
know what
Pause
happens
that,
when
friend.
that happens?
what happened?
Okay, when you see that, that means those sell prices are way up here, and for whatever reason, there's not enough buyers down in the lower end of that to bring it down. So they're all having to. If there's no sellers trying to sell it at that low ass price, that price is going to have to come up to meet the sellers. So
what
if
I'm
you're
saying?
if you're seeing constant sales going on, but the price is moving up, that's because that sale price is higher and they're driving it up to meet that.
But I'm talking about the top of that thing that Bucket was talking about that day. Listen,
Yeah.
I've been
I
confused
don't
about
look at
that
that.
thing for days. I
I
don't
don't
even
look
look
at
at
that.
it.
That's
Jeff,
why
I'm glad Coach
we just explained. We just explained it because I looked at that too, and I'm like, why the hell is it a
They don't even
ton
need
of
that up there.
green and it's going down? I don't
Yes.
understand that. I was so pissed one day
I
because
was
that's all
confused
I
for a
was
few
looking at. I
days
wasn't
with
looking
that.
at the numbers.
Yeah,
The one thing I learned, the one thing I caught today, yesterday, whatever it was, I was looking at though. The one thing I do notice about it is like, you know how it starts off, it's really small, and then there's like a big jump up on one side or the other. That's like the further down you go in the list, you'll see
Yeah.
like, so then
A
there'll be
big
like
order
that
down
big order right there. The only thing like if those graphs are really big at the beginning, that means there's a lot right there at the ask and the
It's a lot of
sell,
volume.
at the ask and the bid, ready to go at it. So
It's a lot of volume.
Yeah,
One
but if it's
day-
like really small, if it's really small at the bottom and then it shoots up, it's so far out it doesn't even matter.
At
One
first,
of
I
the
wasn't
first
even
things
looking
that
at
they
that.
do in the morning is they look at the volume, and they also look at the float, so that they can see, number one, is this thing even going to move? If there's no volume in it, what's the point of even being in it? Because it's not going to move. You're going to get into a sale position. You're going to buy, and you're not going to be able to sell it because there's nobody in there. Or you will have already bought and you're looking to sell it, and there's nobody to buy it. So if there's no volume in there, which Nate considers volume, Ralph, like 5 million, 2 million.
Well, yeah,
As long as
Coach is
it's
like
under
under
1 million.
5 million. I think Nate was like 10 million, but like, listen, under 10 million. I think Coach said under 5 million.
That's
If
the
it's low,
float.
it's low. Well, yeah, that's the float. The volume doesn't need to be up. The volume, I need to know if it's rising. That's what I need to know. I don't go off
If
no
it's a
single number.
yeah,
Is it
I mean,
going up?
I look at
That's
anything
not
over $1 million.
Yeah,
Yeah, you want
it
low
need to be
float,
have a
high
million
volume.
shares. Yeah, a million shares, of course. But I be looking for it to be rising volume. Is what I'm looking for.
You want a lot of people fighting over a little bit of shares. That way it's going to keep moving.
But back to that
Right
little
on.
thing up to the top. Like at first I ain't think it moved. Like Bruno showed me that it moved one day, and so I started messing with it like that. Still couldn't get no understanding out of it. Like what is that at the top, Bruno? Like that with the cross, how you can go through it. What's the purpose of that? Like what you had showed one day you did a class. I think it was or something. It might not have been a
Nate, you back
class. You might
in
have
here?
just been showing it to us.
Talking about the green and the green and the red
green
wave.
and the red, yeah.
Dawn, it seems like I got a better reception at the house than at my office. My office must be raggedy.
Okay.
Yeah, on the internet, I guess.
What's up,
We're
Nate?
sitting here looking over
How's it
some
going, Nate?
L2 stuff.
Hey,
It don't even
it
matter,
ain't.
Bruno. I'm not gonna look at it anyway. Coach just clarified it. I don't need it.
We got the L2 guru in the house. Anybody want to ask him any questions?
I don't know about that. I was listening to y'all. Y'all doing a good job.
That's because we listen to you.
That's right.
I'm just regurgitating what you told me. That's all. That's it.
That don't
Everything
sound good. I don't like that word.
I am. I'm just
Be
going
no
off of
throwing
everything I
up
learned.
of stocks.
From
That don't
everything I
sound
know
good.
about stocks came from like Coach, Nate, ADT.
I know I like a million plus in volume. That's what I look for.
Yeah.
Okay. A million plus in volume. And what kind of float?
Anywhere from a micro on up to 10 million and go up to 20. But if I see a micro float, have your mouse in front of you because it's gonna run as soon as volume comes on.
What's that micro? Under a million?
Under a million.
I had seen one 600,000 the other day, Nate.
Yep.
But it didn't go nowhere. It didn't really go nowhere though. Like it really didn't.
As soon as the volume come in, they'll go.
I was about to say probably didn't have no volume.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was no volume. But I still got out with a win.
Yeah.
I'm starting to understand it, Nate. It's starting to get in here, like the understanding of it.
Right.
Not just the words and just hearing the word, but the actual understanding of it.
Well, it's
pretty cool.
The thing about the micro floats.
Yeah.
It's the velocity of the stock. It's just up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, because it's moving so fast.
Yeah.
When the volume
I call it a
come
pick
in,
stick.
so,
I call it a pick six. You know, whenever the price come down there and pick you up reverse, and then you just already in the green, it's like a pick six. That thing just be falling, and it's like somebody throw the interception out there. You ran a touchdown on them.
And
when the
when you
price
look
come
at-
down, you pick you up.
when you-
He's talking
turn
football
right
with it.
around.
I like that.
When you
Yeah,
look
he's
at
putting it
real
into
hard,
football terms.
What's a pick stick? I have no idea what he's
Pick
talking
six.
No, a pick
Pick
six.
six
I
in
call it a pick
football.
six.
Interception,
Yeah.
touchdown.
Yes, that's what I
Thank
call it. It's like the price is just dropping, and then they come down there. As soon as it hit your order, it reverses, and you start going into the green. It's like a pick six.
yeah, those you gotta usually have large gaps in them. They'll just gap up real bad, come gap back down real bad. So you gotta be able to weather through the swings, So that's why I like those.
Do you get in and out, or you ride them out?
If I can ride through the swings, I'll go and do it. Just ride it. If
What makes you stay in it? Like what you see it can go to, large order over there on the south side?
I'll sit right there and just go through it. And you always hear Coach say reward versus risk.
Yeah.
Okay. That's how I treat the stock. Reward versus risk. I'm gonna risk a little bit. Back up, going down, going back up, going down, just to get the reward at the end, which is yeah.
Which you know it's going to do because you see a huge sell order sitting over there.
I see the L2.
And at some point, it's going to have to go meet that.
It's going there. There's no doubt it's going to get there.
Yeah.
Get there every time.
Wow.
You just gotta wait on it. I mean, you know, it's no different for it to pick up your order on the other side. It's the same thing as on the sales side. I mean, on the the sales side. So you just gotta wait. It'll get there.
I ain't gonna lie, Nate. When I first started doing it, I was scared. I ain't gonna lie, I was scared. I was like, this ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna.
Yeah.
Shoot. Sometimes you just gotta wait, especially around them hours like 7 in the morning, 7 in the morning, 6. I don't know what that be going. I don't know what be going on then, but.
Well, the thing about it, most of y'all don't understand. This is what you got to keep in mind. My risk reward is going to be a lot less to get there because I'm trading 20,000 shares of stock. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it don't have to move that much for me to be in big profit.
I love it when you call me big profit.
You know, one thing, you can't be greedy. You got to stick to the plan. That's how it always work out with me. Like if I plan to do my limit order and then I look to the sell side and I plan to get out right there. I got to stick to that. I can't try to. That's how you get caught holding the bag. You try to get like, well, they got another order up there. No, just stick to the one you was gonna go to. And if it don't start going up, it start reversing. Give it a little time. It's gonna go on up there.
Sorry. Yeah. You don't want to be the bag holder.
No. Not at all.
What Bruno doing?
Greedy, that's how you get caught. What is that? Old English?
What Bruno doing?
Is that a Red Bull?
What is that?
This ain't no Red Bull.
It sure look like a
That's
can.
a beer, ain't it?
I'm trying to get that sponsorship.
Oh, okay.
He's an influencer.
I know
it does
one
look
thing.
different. What's going on? Did you switch some stuff around?
What you mean?
I did.
No keyboard.
Is that a different mic?
No, it's the same mic.
Same mic.
I'm gonna see if I can get a sponsorship from this one.
Look at that.
This is different, Don. That's it. No, that's what's different. That's what's different, Don.
You guys,
No keyboard.
you guys are intimidated with showing all this computer equipment and all that. I don't like to see that stuff in my face.
Nah, that's just Future Trader.
I know.
and Carlitos is in the Hamptons.
Carlito's way.
Future Trade. I looked at his. I was like, dang, is he in the cockpit of a plane?
How many monitors is that? 7?
Yeah.
Good God.
Yes,
Yeah, he was on the other day. Remember Mark McSee was on. Mark was like, damn, you got more than I got.
Mark McSee said you just had to get one more. Just one more.
How can you keep track of all of that? I'm like, I mean, I guess peripherally you can just kind of.
The beat is on. The beat is on. He's not a beat.
I don't think I ever need no more than 2 to 1 right now, but
I get me some one day.
I don't have Coach's
I don't have a
football
runner,
field.
so I just got
Coach has got a football field.
Yeah, right? Coach just said, listen, just give me 2 big as shit.
I love his.
He's got a bunch of little monitors on those 2 big monitors.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's got those divided up into like 3, right? 3 on each of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's
Yeah,
nice.
there's
he
the
likes
big
those
ADT
stuff
in the
hard.
middle, and he's got 2 smaller screens on the
Yeah.
side, and then like
Right.
3 of the same size with like different
So
charts
it's
on the
like
bottom.
6 of them.
Yeah.
Then he got
Hey, Dawn.
then he got little small computers and phones and
Yeah.
everything around him.
Hey, Dawn.
Yeah.
Coach put Circuit City out of business. It's at his house now.
Somebody mentioned Circus City today. I
What
heard
is that
that.
everybody talking about Circuit City? God, I missed that place. That was my
Did you
first
Wow.
did you
real
hear him
job
the
right
other
there.
day?
Man, that's a
Circus
long
City.
time ago.
Coach said he had a couple of
I used to
tablets
go
for
there and get my
sale, about
sound.
6 or 7 phones.
Yeah.
I said, "Dang, you
Yep.
got Circuit
Yeah,
City
he
over there."
always say, he do.
He's gonna buy Amazon next.
Yeah.
Dude, the cool thing about Circuit City is I started working there when I was 21. That was my first sales job. Somebody's like, I worked in like this like convenience store, and somebody said, you know, you got a good person, you'd be good at sales. And I remember seeing the ad for Circuit City, and I'm, you know, me being a musician, I was into music, so they had an area an ad for sales counselors, but the store wasn't open yet. That was one of the best experiences of my life, setting that store up, because I worked in the audio department. So I sold like audio equipment and Kenwood and JVC and all that, and we're setting the store up. So if anybody's ever been to Golden Ring Mall
I
in
know what you're talking
Baltimore,
about.
they used to have a Circuit City right near it, and I helped open that store. So yeah, that
Awesome.
was cool. That was a cool experience, setting the shelves up and
I
shit.
used to get
And
my
then the
sound from
after
there.
effect, you see a whole store full of people, and you saw when there was nothing in there. You know what I mean? So it was pretty cool.
Ralph, did you say you
They used to
get
have like
last there?
no, I said I used to get my sound from there, from my car and stuff, teenager.
Yeah, Car Stereo was right
They used
next
to
to
have
us, my department.
right. They used to have like a big outlet looking thing for the door.
Yeah.
Is that the same for Circuit City?
Yeah.
Like I remember burgundy and white, like red stuff.
Dude, every time I demoed some speakers in the sound room, the whole store knew about it.
And then they used to have like this room you
That
can
was the
walk in
time
and
that
play music.
Appetite for Destruction came out by Guns N' Roses. Oh my God, dude. I used to blast that CD throughout the store. Dawn, you gotta, you know, we've got people in other departments. You gotta kind of turn it down a little bit. I used to try to blow the roof off that fucker.
Y'all didn't have like the
I
bass.
wanted
Y'all
to
didn't have
sell
like the
those show
soundproof
in Vegas.
room.
You know what I mean? I wanted
Yeah,
to
they.
sell those show in Vegas. Big 15-inch woofers. Ah, I love them.
Dawn, I
My
used
favorite
to
band
I
in the
used
world.
to I used to work there at night cleaning up the store when I was in high school.
Yeah.
And they had a policy: you buy one, get one free.
Yeah.
Did you remember that?
Buy one, get one. Oh, wait a minute. I know they had bought you if you found it cheaper, they would match it or something like that.
Yeah.
No,
Yep.
they found out that we was buying, but we was getting one.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you, man. That it was really cool if you were friends with the warehouse guys. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah, I remember
Especially
that.
if you needed a car
Quick.
stereo.
Fell off the back of the truck.
I had
Yes.
to get up out of there before. I had to get up out of there
You
before
blow
I
your
became
speakers, just bring them back.
I was wondering how come they did Chapter 11.
Yeah.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, you blow your speakers or something, just bring them back.
It
They
adds
used to
up.
have that
You know, you
warranty.
got enough people stealing and all of that.
No
It adds
question.
up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yep.
But
They'll
you know,
replace
a lot of
anything.
people that was growing up, they stole out of them stores right and left. I mean, just
Yeah.
Mhm.
you remember the 4-head VCRs and the 2-head VCRs?
Yes,
I know you
Yeah,
remember them, Dawn. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember one time the
Oh, this
4-head
one's a
was like
4-head.
$900. Yeah.
I remember when CD players came out, dude. I
Yeah.
had a
Mhm.
$1,500 Onkyo setup. I had the separate receiver, the separate. I had a
Yeah.
dual tape deck separate, and a CD player. And you could get the 5-disc changer, but I didn't want that because the mechanism in it wasn't as good as just a single. I'm like, I can only listen to one at a time, so just give me that one. It's better. and a couple of 12-inch Sherwin Vegas to top it off. Oh, no, I
Vega, yeah.
Woo!
Yep.
Loved them.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a
Young folk don't know what CDs are.
CD player in it.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah, we put a CD player in it, the big cartridge ones. Yep.
Oh yeah, the 8-track.
Them
I
was the
remember my
days.
uncle
Yeah.
with his Grand Prix, and he had his.
Yeah.
He would
I
sit
don't
right
remember
down
the
in the
8-track.
middle.
I don't went too
Yep.
far for me. I don't remember that.
Oh man, I remember
I
that.
only go far back as the tape.
I remember 8-tracks, man.
Tape is the farthest I go back. I don't remember
Wait,
the
Nate,
8-track.
you say you don't remember the 8-tracks?
I don't.
Oh man,
I remember them. Shoot, I had
I'm
Nate
old.
does.
All right.
Ralph doesn't.
Ralph doesn't remember. All right.
I only go far back as the tape. I was born in '82.
Oh.
I'm showing my age here.
Yeah, Ralph.
Yeah.
Ralph will fool you. Ralph sounds like he's about 65 years old.
I'm an old soul, man.
But he's a kid. He's only 40. He's only 40.
I was
I'm
always
like, wow.
the youngest
Yeah,
person. I was
you
always
can
the
tell.
youngest in the crew.
I remember the 8-tracks.
Yeah. You better talk about it while you're young, because
I
when
mean,
you
I
get
was a
old,
little
you
kid
might
when they were out, but still, I remember them.
I was a kid, yeah.
Yeah.
remember.
I love the
Yes,
70s,
sir.
man. I was a 70s kid. I grew up Bionic Woman, $6 Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with
You
you.
can tell you can tell Coach grew up in a different generation, because he listened to more rap than I ever heard anybody listen to.
Oh, yeah.
All the rap songs.
Coach is about 5 years younger than us.
He do.
He's still in our
knows
era.
all the rap songs.
He's talking about NWA and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Like,
So we used to listen back in the 90s. That was
He
it.
brought up some insane clown posse stuff, and somebody spelled it out. Somebody was like, "Did you just bring up ICP?" And he's like, "I sure did." I'm like, "Wow, no way, dude."
Yeah, he pulls a lot of that. I don't know where he comes up with some of this stuff, because half of it I don't even remember it. Yeah, he remembers it.
His TikTok. He's got a cool TikTok with a lot of the videos with the music on there.
Yeah, them was the good old days, though. I enjoyed them.
What? I had to switch phones. Sorry.
That's Christina.
And I'm almost at my desk. It'll take me a couple minutes in there. I don't know where it is. I gotta get my map out.
Christina,
you set up the cameras in your car?
What?
Did you set up the cameras in your car yet?
No. Not yet.
We keep telling her to do it.
No, still no GoPro.
Yeah, we got to have a live feed from your car at all times.
I might do it. We'll see. I
Need
don't know. I might.
to do it.
Right.
Oh, wait. Oh, there she goes. That's much better.
I gotta see where I'm turning. Let's see.
Oh my God, he's gonna get into an accident.
Hey, I just want
I
to
know. Don't encourage her.
I just want to know who remember you didn't need a bat or a whip, but you just needed the brick and mortar phone, a big block. It looked like a brick.
Yeah.
The mobile phone.
Oh yeah.
The first
Yeah.
it looked like a brick.
Yes.
Big old handle.
I'm starting to show my age too.
Yeah.
Damn.
At first they had the little bag phone for the car, like they first came up with the car phone. Remember?
Yeah.
Right. You plug it in your cigarette lighter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. And you receive a $500 bill at the end
Yeah,
of the
we
month.
don't come along.
Yeah.
I had that in the Saab 900.
Oh wow.
I like the flip.
And then they had the
phones. Yeah.
The StarTech.
Jen's
I like the
uncle.
flip phone. I used to think it was from Star Trek.
Dude, the StarTech flip phone. Yes.
Yep.
Well, we used to have the Nextels. That was later in the 90s.
Oh
the
yeah,
Nextel, the church.
Things. I would have days that I'd throw those things up against the wall or something. I'd be pissed at somebody. I'd throw that thing and it wouldn't even break.
Those flip phones, I'd snap them out. I get so mad I just snap it in half and break that ribbon and everything, and then I'd be mad at myself.
Which one?
The flip phones, I snap it in half. So mad. Yeah, and I'd be like, oh, it was so stupid.
I used to love the Nextel
Whenever I used to,
walkie-talkies.
Yeah.
whenever I used to get mad with somebody, I clap.
Yeah.
I'm talking to somebody, like, don't call me no more. Just stop. One time I broke the screen doing that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh, man.
talk
Y'all
for a minute, so
remember the
it'll be a minute.
days? Y'all remember the days?
Okay.
We never got spam calls. Y'all remember that?
Yes,
Yeah.
they out of
You never
control
spam
now.
call your phone or nothing. You now.
Out and
The
about.
spam calls are out of
Yes,
control.
Lord.
Okay, they target old people. Like they listen,
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
we still got the house number here,
Yeah.
right? Because we just keep it because just in case somebody go to jail, they'll know to call our house. But that phone rings nonstop. Like the house number that we got is older than me and you both, bro. Telling you, it's been since we lived in the bottom. Like it's when
Wait a
we lived in
minute.
the
Back
hood,
up,
we
Ralph.
still had that number.
Ralph, back up. Ralph, back up. You still got your
What's up?
house phone.
Yes, we still have a
I said you
house
still got
phone
your house
in our
phone.
house. Yeah, we got a house phone at the
Where you
house.
live at?
You know.
You got the landline.
So,
Yeah, we got the
I am-
landline because
yeah.
we keep it because of the number. The number.
So the telephone company still. It's this telephone.
Yeah,
company.
it works.
Business
It
for like
works off
10
the
of y'all.
internet.
That's about it.
So it works off the internet, right? It ain't even. It ain't. They don't even have like phone lines no more. It works through the internet, but we get to keep the same
really?
number. Like that's the whole purpose.
What they call that?
Yeah, I don't think you can. I don't think you can get it. You only can get the internet phone. Like if our internet goes down, the phone goes down.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
that's the only way we can have a landline.
Yeah.
And so everybody in our family know that
You
number.
must be out in the
Like back
country.
in the days, you can remember.
Were you out in the country or somewhere?
Well, yeah, I'm out in the country, but we've been had this number since we lived 3 or 4 different houses. We didn't have the number. I'm telling you, the number is older than. It got to be at least 50. Like it's older than me. Like, same number for years.
Wow.
Well,
I live in the country.
My cell phone number is. Oh, yeah. I've never changed my cell phone
Really?
number. It's always been the same.
Mine's like I think mine's
over
got to
20
be like
years.
over 10 years.
I've
Yeah.
had mine for over 10
But
years.
this house
And the
number
one I
might
had
be like
before that
60.
was over 10
For
years.
real. Probably older than 60 years.
Yeah.
It's the only number my dad ever had. So.
All right, my phone's about to die here, so I got to run.
All right, man. Thanks for stopping through and hanging out with us.
Thanks for
All
letting me
right.
in. See ya.
Yeah, definitely.
Bye, guys.
See you tomorrow.
Y'all in the morning.
That phone ring late at night, somebody either done died or in jail. One of the two. Somebody either died. That's why we keep the number. Because can't nobody, like back in the days, you can remember everybody's number, but you can't, I don't know nobody's number right now. Like nobody.
Yeah.
You put the name in. Yeah.
Nobody.
So that's the reason why we keep that on.
I'm lucky to remember myself.
Call my mama and let her know I'm in jail. What? Don't call her. Come get me. No, I'm not burning you out. I'll call your mama.
I'll call your mama.
I call her. Don't worry about it. We got you. Why you call us? I ain't know nobody else's number.
If you like this group and you'd like to be a part of it,
with a house phone.
We the only ones. I'm telling you, I don't know anybody else that got a house phone. I don't.
That's so weird.
You got to be like a business or
I just
something.
realized that up until about 4 years ago, Jen and I had a house
don't know
phone. We had a landline up until about 4 years ago. When
We
we
the only
moved, so like,
non-stop. Nate, it ring non-stop. I mean, they call talking about senior benefits non-stop. Like, I don't know how they get the number. They got AIs that call now.
Hey Ralph, I ain't hanging you. I ain't
I
leaving
get them
you
calls.
out. I'm not leaving you out to hang out to dry out there, man. I had my landline through Comcast for like 5 years until I realized I started doing some numbers and I'm like, oh my god, I paid like $1,500 for 5 years for this stupid thing and I don't.
Right,
Yes.
Comcast, man,
Yes.
they get you.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yes, at
literally
first,
just got out of
at
my
first it was like free.
thing.
We was paying like $50 for it at one time, and like we redid our internet, and I guess it's like I guess it comes with it. I don't know. I don't pay.
Hey, Bruno.
Yeah, no, that's
high.
I think Christina's car done. I think Christina's car done died. You might want to go jump her off. I heard her time to start it.
Yeah, I heard that.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Christina trying to start the car. What's she is? She's still on here? She's still on black screen.
Yeah, she done disappeared.
The car and the phone died. Same time. There she go.
What? There she is.
I'm here.
Oh, they look.
Every house number is
Why does it look like
upstairs.
you're in
I'm
a
lost.
cave or something?
Christina, you need to jump off. Huh?
I need to find this house. I need to find this house. Shit. Hang on. I gotta find
You
this
need
house.
to get the car front, Christina. She got the phone off. I need to find this house. Oh my God.
She is funny, I tell you. I like her.
She is.
Hey, y'all. I ain't picking at. Look here. Dawn. I am not picking at Noonie. I am not picking at Noonie now. But this morning, Noonie said, I am done trading. And then we got in the regular market. And Noonie was still trading.
Coach.
This morning, Noonan was like she overtraded or something. She did. She went in. She said, "What I like about Noonan is the honesty."
Yeah,
this Noonan
Hey,
keep
can
it
you
real.
share with
I'm telling you, she's
I find every other
transparent.
number except that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She means well. I like her. I tell you.
Yeah, I like Noonan.
Yeah.
Oh, really brought me here.
I like Noonan.
South Point, right?
I did
hit
too.
that,
I
hit that thing, Dawn.
5425. There's every number except that one here.
Get what?
Hit that voice thing.
So there's another voice.
Noonan, I like the way you
Yeah.
say it.
Coach.
Right,
I make $2,050. I'm done for today.
Kipling Village.
This Noonan be killing it though. I'm telling you.
She makes good money too.
Oh man.
Coach.
Yeah.
Froze up.
She cuts through Coach like a knife. Like everybody will be talking. Coach.
Good.
Coach.
She don't
I
care.
make $3,560. I'm done for today.
Every time she done.
We love you. We love you, Noonie. I want to hear those call outs.
That's right.
For real.
I want to hear those call outs on the positive. You know what I mean? I don't like people to
Hey.
lose money.
She'll warn you about some stuff too. She'll be like, guys, watch this, that, this is what happened to me. You know, that's what I like about Miss Noonan, telling you. She's gonna let you know the good and the bad, transparently.
Yeah, that's true.
I got
Look, I was giggling this morning, Nate. She was like, Nate, don't get in that stuff. There's no volume in that. I'm like, yeah, I think he knows about that.
I've been listening to her for 3 months, and I definitely gotta agree with you guys. She's Coach. I'm done for today. 3 seconds later, she's like, Coach.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute.
I made $600.
Yeah.
I'm done for
I'm
today.
telling you.
I love her
She
accent.
killed
I love her accent. Yeah.
I know, me too. I
Yeah.
can sit there and listen to her.
She don't
talk.
care. $26 or $2,000.
Y'all better get off my girl though. She gonna come in here and start
Who, Noonie?
cutting
She
y'all up.
froze.
Happy all around.
She froze. Let me get a picture.
Holy
Christina
hell!
froze.
Not that we talk about crypto in here, but Bitcoin's
Oh,
exploding right now.
Saw that.
Is it really?
You for
I
real?
haven't
Yeah.
watched
I just got an
Hey,
alert. My portfolio grew 7% overnight.
that
Wow.
crypto, hey, that crypto been riding all weekend. I'm telling you.
Hey,
Shout out to
Christine,
Coach
I'm
for
loving
showing
the
me how
hair
to see the
feature, girl.
breakout early. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I don't want to get on a crypto
I've been
run,
watching
but
crypto since like Saturday.
That thing
It
went up
made
to
a triple top, then it broke it.
25,400, man.
Christina, that's the best
Are
way
you
when we can't
serious?
hear you. That is the
Listen,
best way.
the ego that I
Is
had
she
went
giving
up.
you the
I
finger?
was scared to go to sleep
We
without
can't
putting
hear
a tank
anything she
top in.
says.
Yeah. So quiet in here.
I love it.
Oh, there you go, baby girl. Sorry, I didn't know.
That's okay.
Hey, wait,
Wait,
hold
you
on.
can wait. You can
wrong
unmute her.
Oh, did you mute
Christina,
her,
did you
Don?
sell your crypto yet?
I didn't know because
Christina has
she was.
crypto
It was
because
some
I
noise
told
going on, so I
everybody
think
about
I
it
muted.
the
Did I mute
weekend.
her? I don't remember muting her. Bruno, did you do that?
No, I didn't. Hold on,
Probably.
Ralph. Hold on. We'll get back.
Probably. He's
Wait,
gonna do
Only
it
one
again
had
too.
something.
wait,
Christina.
you can unmute her.
Yeah, I did unmute her. Did you mute her? Are
I
you in
didn't
the
mute
back
her.
end? You're an
I didn't mute her.
administrator. You probably have access. Bruno did it.
So you guys are talking about Noonie. I was dying when she came back. Like she said she was gone. I said she could still be traded and we don't know it.
Okay,
And
mute
she
her now.
was.
She was.
Christina,
She came
did
out
you
and said,
sell
I
your
made
crypto?
so much. Huh? No. I've
Did
had
you,
my crypto
you
for a
didn't?
couple of years. No, hell no.
Okay,
It's up
so it's
higher
up.
now.
It went up higher. Yeah,
What were you saying,
that's
Ralph?
good.
What were you saying before everybody started talking?
I know. I was
What were you saying,
asking
Ralph?
if she sell crypto.
It's at 30. It's almost 34, 33 and a half right now. It broke
It went all the
34.
way up to 35.4, man. That thing flew.
Was the coach that said it's her? Somebody said it's supposed to go up to like 100. Was that coach that said that?
Well, that's
know about all
This
that.
morning?
Ted
Poor
said that
dad.
today.
Somebody said it.
That's the only
They've
news
been
I could
saying that it
find
was going
last
to go
night.
up to 100 for years. So maybe
I'm about
eventually it'll get there.
I'm about to sell everything
don't
and
know.
put it into stocks.
Exactly. That's what I did. I bought Mara with it.
I gotta pay some bills.
Look, I got mad whenever it sold off, and when I saw the drop, I went bought some more.
Yeah. Yeah, I jumped into Mara.
Because I was scared that I was like, man, how the hell my Bitcoin gone? And now I got altcoins. Like that's not even right.
Everything is green right now across the board. Everything.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because Bitcoin's driving it.
Mm-hmm.
Bitcoin's
Yeah,
the
why?
bus.
I just got an alert.
Bitcoin's the bus that's just picking up everybody else.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's stopping at every stop and picking everybody up.
That's what it is.
Hold on, Weaver gave me that free Ethereum. What you got? What they got it at now? What's that? Weaver Cash or something like that. I gotta go sell that too. Didn't they take it away or something like that? They gave some free Ethereum. I think Bruno found it. I thought they just took it away from me.
There's a lot of AI. There's a lot of AI scams going on with Elon Musk.
I'm about to run out of gas too.
Again.
Damn.
Oh my God, Christina! No, you're not.
You worse than
Yeah,
Christina.
I
Who
know.
does that shit?
know.
I had to start keeping $5 gas can in
awful.
the back
Everything's so far
because
away.
she
No,
would do that shit.
I didn't have time to
I'm
stop.
like, why do you do that?
My nephew's wife do that. She runs.
I'm like,
out of
Why
gas
do
all the
you
time.
just why don't you just fill your tank?
I'm getting it every day. I
Just fill
just
it
got
up.
$50 yesterday.
$50
Oh,
yesterday.
shit.
You burned
Damn,
it.
you
Where
brought
you
it out
riding
already?
to? Another state?
Yeah.
What kind of?
I
Man, you
live
might
far
have
away
the
from
Jeep,
everything.
man.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
no, something's going on with my Jeep. I gotta take it in. Something's not right.
you
The
just need to
Yeah,
get
transmission.
in
because
your
Something's
car.
wrong.
$50 in
Oh,
gas.
hell
Come
yeah,
on,
that'll
man.
burn gas up quick. If your transmission's
Yeah,
not
Yeah.
right,
something's wrong.
Oh,
My
some
transmission, it
Dogecoin.
flipped out of gear the other day. Something's wrong. I gotta get it in there.
you
Something
got
is
a
very
jacked
wrong.
up
So, haven't done
tranny.
that yet either. I gotta.
It's inclined
All
so
right.
high, I don't even
Then I
have
gotta
no
have
more
to
take
get a
profit set.
loaner from them, and if the
We
guy,
can go back.
the guy that I
We
dealt
can
with
mute her
before is
again, though.
working there, that's gonna be hard.
No,
We can mute her
stop
now.
it.
We can mute her
Stop
now.
it. I think you did it.
What are you doing to me?
Bruno,
There we
I
go.
know you killed that
Muting
AMD
you.
today. I know
Here we
you
go.
got
Here we
in on
go.
that drop.
Oh, mute me? That's fine. I don't
Where did
care. I'm
AMD
gonna
go
shut
to?
up now,
Did it go
Bruno.
less
I'll
than
shut up
100?
forever. I'll just shut up forever.
I hope
Don't do that.
I
it
highly
went
doubt
less
that.
than 100.
All right.
Because it was
Yeah.
like
I'm so
102.
fucking lost. I can't believe this. I don't know where the hell this lady is.
Christina,
What are you
Ranger
delivering
Spring,
garbage?
AMD.
No. No.
I think
We'll pick her up
AMD,
for
I
a
think
ride.
everybody left
I'm so
AMD to
nosy.
FOMO into NVIDIA. Because wasn't Nvidia like rose like $16 or something stupid today?
Nah, they got some. They had some news.
With
But the
ARM.
problem is, the problem is the news. Unless I'm looking at this wrong, the news didn't happen until Aftermarket, or I didn't see it until they posted Aftermarket. But obviously, they knew about it before we did.
Okay, yeah.
This is strictly taking market share away from them because it talked about ARM and NVIDIA developing chips based on ARM technology. Reports say. So let's look at NVIDIA and let's look at ARM. Yeah, ARM went through the roof.
Oh, you know what? There's another one too. leg.
Damn, they got ARM and
NVIDIA,
leg. Oh, you
NVIDIA
joking?
went through the roof too.
Yeah, no, NVIDIA went through the roof. I heard Mark talking about that today.
I got no laughs on that.
So yes, AMD is down to 100. I wanted to pull below 100, and then I'm gonna the below. Buy sell a hole here, but AMD under 100.
Aaron, you didn't think that was funny?
And just a quick disclaimer: if you get any messages from a fake coach in the Discord, they've been running wild today. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, they run me crazy.
I got an alert saying that this person's sending too many DMs, and then when I looked, it was a
fake.
And I'm gonna start banning people that come in with the name trade in their name, because every single one that has something trade or trade something, they end up switching their name to coach and then updating. So anybody that comes in with trade from now on, obviously not Trader Vaughn. Trader Vaughn's been here.
Right.
Anybody that comes in with trade something in their name, I feel like I want to zap them right before they even walk in the door.
Wow.
Right.
Well, at least you're alert. You're on top of it.
No, I get a notification. My computer don't stop dinging. It's like bring, bring, bring. And I'm like, oh, there it is.
Bringa, bringa, bringa.
You got new video? Any new videos there, Dawn? Any new videos that shows American Dream Trading?
New videos.
You know how you put them up there for people to see it?
You mean
the
like
commercial?
Yeah, I did one a little while ago. Yeah. You want another one?
Oh,
you
I
want
didn't
another
see
one?
Yeah.
I got another one for you.
Yeah.
Let's get one.
How about we do the VIP one? Don't forget, you need to sign up for the VIP plan. It's
no
right there at
lifetime. You missed that.
AmericanDreamTrading.com. Yes.
You missed the
No, don't
lifetime,
mention that.
just like you missed 25. No, I'm telling them that they missed that.
No, don't mention it.
Okay.
Don't mention it.
All right, then.
Coach don't want you to mention that no more.
What do I need to mention then?
the yearly.
The yearly. I'm telling you, don't want to miss the yearly.
You don't want to miss the
you
yearly.
missed out on 25,000 Bitcoin. Don't miss the yearly. All right. You want to FOMO into the VIP. Yearly VIP FOMO.
Let's
you
do
can
it.
FOMO into that.
That beat is sick, dude.
Hey, did they come up with the topic for the workshop? Did they come up with the topic? Like, I know y'all.
Oh yeah, Bruno.
They still they got time for it.
Bruno?
I mean, you got a certain time to go put your name in the hat or whatever.
I know you remember that one time you mentioned about learn to do reversals or something.
What was the question?
You said you might have maybe a workshop about reversals.
Reversal patterns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think they should do VSA, volume spread.
No, right now I'm looking at the polls here to see what's going to be on the list. Right now, I don't know what's going on. Oh, okay, I see it. Arlo, she made like a spreadsheet on Google Docs. So I got to get the numbers from
That's
her.
my friend right there. Always working. Shout out to Arlo. She's one of Coach's
Yep.
Arlo, love you, baby
Always,
girl.
Right.
always working when she's at work too.
So the Coach's Angels consist
Zen, that's a cool
of
background, dude.
Yeah,
Arlo, Miranda, and
my
DT.
house.
Is that your house?
I wish.
Being in the
No,
Hamptons.
I photographed that house a couple years ago. It's
Where
here
is
in
that
Connecticut.
house?
The guy was selling that house for $42 million.
Good
Wow.
God Almighty. What are you on your like back deck or something?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm in my basement.
That's where the
So
wife.
what
Where the wife
everybody
sends
wants
them.
to do like a what?
The wife sends them. Go to the basement.
She
Is
don't
that
want
your man cave?
you don't want none of these shenanigans upstairs. Like, no, get out of here with all that.
I love it. You can tell it's a green screen because it's fading out.
Yeah, you and your panda.
So the leaderboard right now is options trading and reversal signals. Those are the two main ones.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Right, so the reversal
I like
is,
the
is
reversal
simple. Well, it's
signals
not.
a lot.
It's not simple, but
then again,
like, you know,
again, it's 31 people that voted.
So y'all got to get on y'all job.
Where do you vote?
Yeah, where do you
There's
go?
there's a
Yeah,
link.
I need
There's
the-
a
I
link
need
in
the
the
link.
membership lounge.
Okay, yeah.
Arlo's
How
about
far
to
back?
Arlo's
Oh,
about to
she's
post
doing
it.
Oh, okay, cool.
So reversals.
Thank you,
know what I'm
Arlo.
saying? Coach, he real good at spotting them. Again,
She's my
professional.
Robin to my Batman.
If the volume is
and
extremely
Amanda,
high.
Amanda's like the Catwoman.
Amanda, you mean Miranda?
No, Amanda.
Amanda.
Amanda. Wait, who was Amanda?
Amanda.
Wait, that's
It's an
Miranda's
inside joke.
name, ain't it? Ain't that?
It's an inside. Yeah, it's an inside joke.
Yeah.
Because Coach, I think,
'Cause I
messed
think
up
Coach
and
had
called
called
her.
her
He keeps
that.
calling her
Yeah.
Amanda.
Yeah, I heard Coach calling her that. I thought that
So
was
I had
her middle name.
I had half my money tied up in this hot stock that I did on Friday. I didn't get it back today. So annoying.
Oh yeah, the 2 days. Don't they supposed to
I
be doing
know.
something about that though? Don't they
They
got like
better
a
do
hard
something
date for it?
fast because
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
a hard date. We gotta look that up. Why
and
my
then I
computer
show up
move so slow?
and then I show up with negative $3
On the
today.
free screen.
And as soon as the bell opened, I was like, okay, because stuff be settling over the weekends or I guess on Monday.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do.
So I was like, all right, that's cool. We about to bring that negative to a positive real quick.
Yeah, it's
How'd you
supposed
do
to be a
today?
date
You
that
did
they getting
AMD?
all the brokers get it together.
It was 2% on total account. I didn't really go in heavy. I only did like 5 contracts. So I did 2 trades, and then the last one I did, I set a stop and I walked away from it. And then let me see. Well, it's good that I set a stop because it didn't go up much higher. I mean, it turned green for a little bit, but then that whole big full reversal happened at the end. So it stopped me out. But I finished about 2%.
I thought you was gonna ride that down to the floor.
Nah, I
bragged
could have
off you
though.
on everything. I ain't even know.
Those are some big big candles though.
Yeah,
I made
yeah.
$100 on IMVO.
IMDO.
Yeah.
So what am I looking at? Trade plus 2 days, like share setting? Like how do I gotta put it in the Google search?
What are you
When is
talking
the
about?
deadline for the 2-day share? Like the share is supposed to be. Not came over the law. They passed. Like I think the SEC passed the law.
Oh yeah,
to
yeah,
make it
yeah.
to the
Well,
where
at
the
first I didn't know
selling
what you were talking
shares is
about.
just like options. You know.
Yeah,
They
but
take
I
2
don't know.
days. Trade plus 1 day. I think that's what it's called. When is trade plus 1 day?
Miranda got 63% on Soxel.
What?
Okay, Miranda.
Nice. Go, Miranda.
That's what's up, Miranda.
Murr.
I'm just so glad this fair is gone. Y'all just gonna get it. That fair was driving me crazy.
She said, "Don't tell Bruno." I'm right here.
Bruno just told us.
See, I read everything.
Yeah, he did.
Just when we thought. he didn't see everything. He sees everything.
Okay, so
Let's see.
the trade plus
Eddie
Monday
wants to
coming
know
out here. Go.
calls or puts. I'm gonna say calls. She did it on calls, or possibly puts in the beginning.
Wait a minute. What stock was it?
Soxel.
She probably did calls because wasn't Nvidia running today?
Yeah, but I think everything was falling. Remember at the open?
Yeah.
AMD was, Nvidia, I think was.
Doesn't AMD always fall at the open?
I wouldn't say always, but they always got to use caution. But I personally think they're gonna drive the price down.
Mm-hmm.
Because earnings is next week on the 31st. Is that next week? Hold on. Yeah, 31st on Tuesday.
Okay, I found it. It goes in effect in May, so we don't have too long. They got until May to get
it together.
Sorry, Bruno.
I might buy something on Friday, maybe a lotto. I don't want the contract prices to skyrocket, so I might have to get in early.
Yep. So wait.
But AMD's leading. Well, I wouldn't say leading the chip manufacturing, but they make a lot of chips, computer chips, and they're also focusing on a higher end market.
Yeah.
So
their stock is real cheap compared to Nvidia, man, and their options.
Yeah.
But they're really nice.
Yeah.
I mean, not financial advice, but I anticipate a little pop. Hopefully off earnings are projected. They're projected, but they're saying there's good things surrounding the earnings. Obviously, nobody knows, but you can have good earnings and then not have a good outlook or a good feeling amongst investors, and they don't like it. But
all right, I thought I had got clickbaited at first. So listen,
wow, this is crazy. The
SEC passed it.
Yeah.
They passed it, right? And so at first, I guess the brokers was trying to make them go all the way out until September 3rd, 24th. The SEC was like, nope, we'll give y'all until May 4th. So it's coming up soon. Soon, everything is going to sell on one day, just like options.
It needs to, though. It needs to.
I think I'm going to have to get into
AMD. Just holding up people money.
I mean, for people like Nate, it's not an issue, but for the small time guys like us.
For people like me, yes.
We need that money back so we can do it again the next day.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that 2-day thing. That's the only thing that throws me off with shares.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
It is.
It is. But on May 4th, things gonna change.
Oh, really?
May 4th?
Did anyone see Weeble acting crazy today?
What's up with Weeble? It's every day now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say I shit a brick, but I was up on calls, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and shave. I'm gonna shave some here, and I shaved it, and it immediately said I was down $700.
Oh,
I was like, someone's about to go down because I'm about to start screenshotting stuff. I was like, there's no way I just lost $600.
The same thing happened to Coach today, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It did.
Yeah.
And I heard him in the background. I heard because I was away from the computer, but I could still hear. And I wanted to speak up and be like, yeah, that just happened to me. And then it took a couple of seconds, and then it finally adjusted, and then went right green. And I was like, oh, you mothers.
Wow. Imagine somebody that doesn't catch that though.
Or imagine it doesn't adjust and it says you went down, and then how are you supposed to prove that you were green?
They're gonna be like,
that was just the way the market. I said, bullshit. Right. I was up. I was way in the money, like $1.50 into the money. Come on now.
Because I had heard Coach saying it was working good for a while.
I'm gonna start screen recording my stuff.
Yeah.
Doing my trades and screen recording it, because you ain't gonna catch me out here taking a loss when I know I was green.
I'm like, they got the wrong one.
Go get him, Bruno.
Wrong one.
Show them what the Portuguese are made of. Goddamn.
Shit.
Yeah.
You ain't messing with my. Well, you ain't messing with
my money.
You ain't messing with my money.
For reals.
Money.
Not after I just got done watching Scarface.
But 11 days green. 11
I
days
watched
green
that
so far.
Scarface the other night
Oh, that's
because
awesome.
somebody mentioned Scarface. I think it was you, Bruno. I watched it the other night. I was hyped up.
What
I
the
was like, wish
is wrong
somebody
with this
would play
guy,
with me.
man?
After
There's
I
two
got through
things.
watching Scarface.
There's two things I don't break in this world. It's my word and my balls.
And my boss.
I don't break them for anyone. Okay.
For real.
Do you
Take
like? Do
over
you like?
everything.
He's like, do you like men? What?
I say,
Do I
what?
like men?
What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you?
What the fuck is wrong with this guy, man?
No.
No. Okay. Fuck no. Okay.
Sending him to do the first job, he came back with the dope and the money. What?
Right? my scene was when he went and picked up what's her name? She was laying in the bed after he had just killed Frank. Because
Frank
that
wife?
was all about that was all about wanting her
He took
ass.
Frank.
Okay.
Yes.
He came
That
up,
wasn't
yes.
his wife. That was his girlfriend.
He's
Oh,
like, get some
wow.
stuff together. You're coming with me.
They
Where's
wait.
Frank?
They got married though. Yeah, they got.
Yeah, they
married.
did.
Yeah, but that wasn't.
Oh, wait a
Frank,
minute. The
Frank's girlfriend.
bathtub. Oh my God, that bathtub.
Yeah,
The bathtub
you be
scene.
sitting there like this.
Yes.
Which one?
The one where it's just
flamingos?
it pans
When-
out after they had an argument and she leaves and they just show him sitting in the tub, this huge ass
Oh.
swimming pool tub with
Because I thought you meant the one where he went to Miami South Beach and he went into the hotel
yeah.
to get the cocaine.
Oh
And
yeah, and they had his
Oh,
brother.
not
Homeboy-
that tub, not that tub.
Homeboy
scene.
fires
Oh
up
my
the
God.
chain. Yo, every
Woo!
single time that goes down, I'm like this. I'm like, I can't watch.
Yeah, for real.
Blood on the shower curtain. Oh,
No, just the thought,
Yes.
just the thought of a
of what they
chainsaw
were doing.
going through your limbs.
He didn't have to kill Manny though. That was the worst part.
That's
to me.
okay.
Why you
That's
kill
okay.
Manny, bro? Like you need Manny, bro. Don't.
Because he was jealous.
No, but
Yeah.
no, I think at that time he was just out of his mind. Like he was
Yeah,
just
at that
paranoid.
point.
Yeah.
He was
What
just
the fuck?
paranoid.
What the fuck I do that
Paranoid
for?
and going
I
crazy.
killed Manny. What I do that for? I mean,
Yeah.
when he snapped out of it.
He was all alone in the world then. No Manny, no sister.
Oh my
no
God,
mama.
the scene where he's sitting there in a mound of like.
He raked that shit to the side. He
And
raked
it's
his
all
like-
on his face.
I said, damn.
I feel like that's the one scene is something I would do. Like he comes out, he starts blasting everybody, and they're shooting him, and he's just like taking all the bullets, like I'll take your bullets, come on, I'll take your bullets.
But then the dude comes up in the back with the
Just goes
spades on.
boom, sawed off shotgun.
Boom.
That's one hell of a way to go.
Hey,
Yeah.
can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah.
Only if you tell us the color of that shirt. Is that a fuchsia?
Yes.
Ah,
Yeah. Fairway and green.
John, what you doing over there?
look
What you
at
doing
it.
over there?
Hey, Breast Cancer Awareness Week.
I
doing
know
over
what
there?
Scarface was doing.
So, my question.
And
That's
Christina's
not
back.
me. Is that Christina again?
Yeah, it
It
is.
is.
Okay. Christina, mute yourself.
I'm back.
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
know.
get her a shirt. I'm gonna get her a shirt. Mute yourself, fool.
Okay. So,
Go ahead.
Bruno, I had the same problem you did today with Weeble, but I've had it twice now, and I can record no less than about $1,000 to $2,000 on Weebleized. You know, last week during that one issue, Friday I had an issue. Today I had an issue. My question for the group: you all talk about Robinhood. Are there other trading platforms you would recommend? Is Robinhood a good platform? Is it like Weeble where you can put in stops and all that? I mean, what's your thoughts?
Just Robinhood doesn't have a desktop application. It's all web based.
Oh,
And
okay.
I haven't really I have an account. I have money there, but money from other stuff. That I've been
Robinhood
holding.
is better for swing trading, and if you're
Yeah,
gonna
that's
hold
what I was
long
gonna say.
term,
That's
it's
for the
not
long
good for
term.
scalping.
I started
But for what you
with
doing
Robinhood.
with
Too
what you
many
got going
EWO, you're
on
good. No
with
scalping.
yeah, what you got going on with Mark is good for that. I got Robinhood.
That's all I use is Robinhood. I chart with Weeble and trade on Robinhood because
Hey.
it's very very easy, user friendly.
In the
A lot of
middle
people
of
be hating on Robinhood, but they secretly still have the Robinhood account open. I'm telling you, the
Yeah.
numbers don't lie. Look at Robinhood stock. It can't be just going up if everybody hates them. Like,
okay, but they don't. You're saying they don't have a desktop trading platform? Do they do options, etc.?
they do options.
Yeah. Yeah. You can pull up the
don't make the
website
switch.
and
You can
trade
have
off
both.
of that.
Listen, Bucket,
Okay,
you
yeah.
can have both brokers.
Traded off the computer before, off of their
both.
web platform.
Yeah, because
I
guys,
use-
look, I'm not trading on my phone. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm too old.
No, they
And-
got the desktop, don't they?
Okay.
They have a desktop. They don't have an app, but yeah, you have the web version.
Yeah.
So you can
I
go
never
on
used it.
Yeah,
Hey,
you can go
Bucket.
on, but it's very limited.
You're not.
It's
Bucket,
not
Yeah.
for professional traders.
You're not too old. I don't like trading without my computer. It has to be in the computer. I don't care about the phone. It's a problem.
I'm not like the kids today. I'm not doing it. I got a big screen. Gotta have a big screen.
I use TD.
Robinhood
but
is fine.
I use TD, but the disadvantage to TD is that you can't trade early in the morning like Nate does and Don does. So Webull is still in the trades around 4 o'clock in the morning, as far as I know. I was considering at one point Lightspeed or Interactive Brokers, but I think they charge you a commission for the trades or something like that. So I'm not too sure how they operate.
Yeah,
Listen,
that's
Bucket,
the
I
other.
know what the
have
problem
IP.
is, Bucket.
I'm sorry.
They SEC compliance, like they what you call it? Like they SEC, they regulated broker. That's what I'm trying to say. They regulated, man. You fine.
Okay.
I know that's what you're worried about.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I don't want to put money into it.
They regulate. Yes, they regulated. Robinhood is regulated. They got all the whatever, FINRAs and SECs and
So,
all that
but
different
you're
stuff.
still under the same pattern day trader rules. If I want to trade options,
Yes. Yeah.
I have to have 30,000
Yeah.
in that account as well, right?
Yeah. Just don't day trade in
25,
Robinhood.
yeah.
It sucks for day trading. Don't.
Robinhood sucks for day trading.
Yes, in my opinion,
Unless
it
you're doing
does.
a
But some
2-minute
people do it.
EWO.
I mean, you can day trade in it.
Better than Fidelity. I day trade in
Yeah,
it.
if you're doing a 2-minute EWO, you're okay.
Listen,
But not
all brokers
scalping.
have their own perks. To me, listen, if you're gonna be out here trading, you need more than one broker anyway. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Have you guys had any interaction with Lightspeed or Interactive Brokers?
Not me.
Lightspeed for
I
the pros,
haven't.
ain't it? How
I don't
broker
know.
just gonna disappear like that? He got what he needed and left. Oh.
Just use us, Bucket. Just use us.
I don't know about Lightspeed. Lightspeed. I don't know about Lightspeed. I heard they good. I heard they
Bucket. I accidentally muted you today when you were talking to Mark. Just
Yeah, I
FYI.
know. And I was trying to talk to Mark and had this, and
That
you
was
just
that was
muted
my
me.
that was my fault. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No, it's not a big
Somebody
deal.
right below you had the mic. Somebody below you had the mic open, and I went to go hit it, and somebody got to it before, and then it just went right to your name, and I was like, "Oops, my bad."
It's no big deal, dude. I mean, I try to raise my hand now is more than I can, and then in the afternoon, even when I raise my hand and finally I get called on, somebody else talks. So I'm learning. It's all good. So
you all right?
No
Bucket.
problem. What?
You all right? I say you fine. You all right? See,
Yeah.
I like how Bucket hit the game. He asked all the questions that he needed to
So,
ask.
Bucket, what's going on with the interrogations, bro? Why you ask questions like a cop?
He do.
It's like you get Mark Mancini like you got a flashlight on him or something.
For real. You
Yeah.
gotta get every
So
single
when you
detail.
get into that trade, is it a call or a put?
Yeah.
I like it though.
Like he gets straightforward in there, man. I'm like, okay, damn. And Mark answers it like he's like scared or something. Like I better answer right. I better answer right.
Well, I always feel like when I'm at, and you guys, everybody here knows, I'm not afraid to ask questions, right?
Yeah.
I don't get shy, none of that. But what I
Hey,
don't
I like
want
it.
to do, what I don't like to do is fill the airspace with a bunch of other stuff because there's so many people that can ask good questions and stuff. I try to get to the point because I don't want to waste the moderator's time, right?
Yeah.
And I've already seen it where some people start talking about something and there's a great call out. Like today, there was a very interesting call out on Mara for training purposes. And everybody was talking, I think they were talking about a movie. And I'm like, okay, well. And then one time Lee was talking about news and then someone else spoke up about news. But because everybody was talking, Lee couldn't tell everybody that that news was 10 hours old and is not relevant anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't mean to be rude or too much to the point, but what I want to do is get the direct question to get a direct answer.
Right.
And then if I need to expound on it, I'll either raise my hand again, or if there's no one with a raised hand, I'll ask again.
Right.
And I just, when it's, like when it's the end of the day, the last 2 minutes of the day, then I'll throw out, choose some facts.
I want to speak something on that. See, what Buck be doing, he asks all the right questions. Well, it ain't no right questions. He's an over question axer. I'm gonna just put it like that. But he asks all the questions he needs, right? There's no wrong questions. But what Bucket does is he go ahead and take the advice and do whatever you tell him to do. That's where the success comes in there. Bucket listens. You know what I'm saying? If you tell him to do something, Bucket's gonna go do that. He will tell you, hey man, you was wrong. You told me to do some messed up stuff. If it helped him, he gonna be like, yeah, that helped me out. He ain't gonna just some people.
I could tell by the way you asked the questions, you're probably taking notes on it. You know?
Yes.
And it's like you can tell you have them lined up and ready to go. Like whatever you must have jotted it down throughout the course of the day. Okay, I'm gonna ask about that. You know what I mean?
Not wasting time, TJ.
I can tell.
Just messing with just TJ.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And that's because I don't want the moderators ever to feel like, oh crap, Bucket raised his hand again. Here's the next 7-minute diatribe. Is he even going to ask a question? Right? I mean, basically, Mark or Lee or Bruno know when I raise my hand, oh boy, here it comes. What is it? It's like right to the point. Okay, Bruno, AMD's at this. Is this a double bottom? And what's your view?
Felt that.
Boom,
never
done.
felt that way. Never felt that way.
Yeah.
About you.
Yeah.
If we're being,
I don't think you've ever gotten on there and just hogged
if we're
the
being
mic
honest, if we're being honest, I never felt that way.
Listen, Bruno, all the rest of moderators, they're gonna help you as much as you need to get help. That's one thing we got the hardest working. We're gonna beat that day. That's the 80. We'll shut it down. If you don't know how to put it in the stop, we just coach.
But Dawn, it's absolutely funny because what you're saying now is what a lot of my team says when I call a meeting, right?
Really?
Yeah, I don't go into a meeting because I can't stand them, number one. Okay. Meetings are a waste of your life. But when I go into a meeting, I have my questions. I'm prepared for my meeting. It starts exactly on time. If it's a 2:00 meeting, it starts at 2:00. If you miss it, that's your problem. That's it. That's not a me problem. And then I go in, I ask my questions. I let them talk. I say, okay, we expound on them. We're done. We're out. Right. We don't sit there and talk about maybes, ands, and, oh, hey, look at the color of the sky today. It's like, no, now you go back to work because, you can get lost into a meeting, as you all know, for hours.
Oh, yeah.
And get nothing done. Right. Yep. So I do quick sets, which are 20-minute meetings. If I can't get it done in 20 minutes, then we'll schedule another meeting for another day. That's it. You get 20 minutes, answer the questions, move on.
That's efficiency.
Yeah,
Bucket,
4
I just
meetings
want
a
to let
day,
you know.
maximum. That's it.
I just want to let you know, Bucket, in the beginning when I was just telling you to get in there, I was just trying to get you used to trading because it's some stuff that just can't be taught. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you get all the rules and everything, but it's some stuff you just gonna have to get into the trade.
That is so true.
Yeah, because there's one thing that that would be very interesting on Bruno's list of topics is we have studied, and everybody is getting better or perfecting their charting and getting in on a 2-minute EWO. I think my biggest challenge is, and I'm not, when I say perfected, I don't mean you're perfect at a 2-minute EWO. I mean, you understand the mechanisms.
I don't think you ever get perfect at
What
trading.
is an entry point for a scalp?
That's what you're gonna learn through the EWO.
That's, you know what? Actually, there is no other entry point other than the resistance lines. It's like when coach gives you your entry is his pre-market setup, really.
Right.
Like you're basing everything off of what that pre-market setup is. So if it's above it, then obviously you're gonna probably try to scalp up. But for the most part, I don't think there is any. I think you just gotta read the candles.
You look for patterns.
Yeah,
like
candlestick
for a pattern of what it's
patterns.
doing.
Yeah.
And you look at the scalping is candles and resistance. You know,
That's it right there.
Look at shapes.
It's hard.
He talks about that all the time. Look at this candle. Look at that candle, and then obviously he goes, well, if it breaks above this, you know, you jump in and he scalps it, you know, and then he charts out the next level.
Yep.
And it goes above that and he scalps it. But it's in and out. It's not, oh, I'm going to get in. I'm going to wait and see what it's going to do.
You ever notice?
You ever notice? Wait for the break and hold of X amount.
Mm-hmm.
You ever notice the lines that he has drawn out?
Yeah.
Like the lines are indication he's on the 1 minute.
Yeah.
I mean, we see it every day. If I know, like if you're paying attention to him and you're watching what he's doing, and he's also going in super heavy, like 100 contracts, 200 contracts, 300 contracts.
Right.
So it only takes a few seconds. It doesn't take a whole lot of time, but
for him to make money.
Might be a little bit different. It might be a little bit different on a lower volume. Like if you're doing 20 contracts, you might, for a bigger pop, you might have to stay in it a little bit longer. So
yeah, because it's defining what that base hit is, Bruno, on the entry for a scalp. Is the base hit 3%, whatever, because 3% on 100 contracts is huge. 3% on 2 contracts may not even move the needle, right? Mm-hmm. But what I wanted to offer you, Bruno and Dawn, and all the ADT members is a free, unpaid service of Todd's scalping every afternoon for 2 hours, and you do exactly opposite of what I do, and you will cash it.
They're like, who the hell is Todd?
We're going to start it. It's going to be at 2:00 my time. So the last hour of the day. Last hour of the day. I'm telling you, man. Last hour of the day. I'm going to say right now, scalp spy for training purposes.
Right.
Boom. Go into a put. Then you guys immediately go into a call. Boom. You guys are all millionaires. I'm just telling you.
Bucket. Listen,
Bucket.
Let me tell you how hard.
I'm gonna hold you to it, Bucket.
I'm not a scalper.
Bucket.
That's what I'm doing at night.
Bucket is like Thanos. He snapped his finger, and the market goes pop.
I'm gonna go like this.
Listen,
it's call time. Whoops.
Yep.
Industry low for the year. Here it comes. Yeah, there it is.
Scalping is not easy. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you.
Bucket at nighttime.
Oh, and by the way, that stop you
Bucket.
put in, you got Weebled. It jumped it. It went down. I'm sorry.
It's gonna get hit. It's gonna get hit. I'm telling you.
I'm the only one that has a redeposit button on his main Weeble page. You know, boom. You know, Weeble's getting used to me at 3:00 in the afternoon, calling, "Hey, yeah, great hour, great afternoon scalp hour."
It's hard. I'm telling you, it's hard. Scalping is not easy. Look, at nighttime, I opened that account. Y'all know the story. The Forex $100 so glorified paper trading account, right?
Yeah.
So this is what I do. I try to scalp every time, and then once the account goes lower than like $50, I EWO it back up. So I can start scalping again. But I've been doing the same money since May. I ain't adding nothing to it. I ain't putting nothing to it. I'm telling you, that's how different the EWO is. Or I just suck at scalping, one or the other. I'm thinking I just suck
All
at
right,
scalping.
so it's
like,
Ralph and Todd.
I can't get it together.
Yeah,
it's
I
Ralph and
cannot
Todd
get
at
scalping
2:00.
together. I'm telling you.
Ralph and
I
Todd.
cannot do it.
R&T Motors.
I cannot.
There it is.
I cannot do it, son. I'm telling you, it's hard.
No. Yeah. Anyway, it's awesome. Sorry.
I bring the account back every time with the EWO. I should just give up.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I'm gonna learn scalping.
Yep, definitely.
My scalping is a hamburger short of a Happy Meal, dude. I mean, it's just, it's
Get used to it then, because I've been trying for a solid year. I've been here for a year. I can EW on my ass off, but I cannot scalp to save my life. I'm telling you.
Ralph, the only
Can't do it.
successful scalps are on double bottoms, triple tops.
They got to be a hellified
I don't have
chart
the
pattern.
success at resistant lines you all have.
Just can't.
But at the double bottoms or the double tops, I get it. I mean, those are probably where I'm just going to stick for a while.
They work for a few times, and then next thing you know, I get my face ripped off, and it's like all the gains get washed away. That's what happens. Like, I have successful scalps. I do. Like, I have good ones. And then next thing you know, I just get that face ripped, and I'm like, I just wasted a whole night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, what I have to do, Ralph, is, you got to flip all your screens to the 1 minute, and then I have to change my stop loss when I purchase it, because now my stop loss is set at like 25. I got to set it to like 3.
Yeah.
3%, right?
And move it up as soon as you're
hard.
Exactly.
It is.
So that's a
I mean,
hell
I
of a
guess
lot
it's
of work.
not hard. It works. It works.
Sorry about
I
that.
can do it. Like, I can do it until I can't. I don't know. I end up over trading, revenge. I don't know what it is, but I ain't gonna lie. When I go to enter a scalp, and then I'm holding it for long enough for EWO candle to flash, I double down on that trade. Look, when I'm in a trade that I done scalped into, and then the candles work away, like I say, if I've been lasting for a while, it's one of them scalps that just turns into a long trade, and the next thing you know, the EWO starts to flash. That's when I double down. I put another position on. I'm telling y'all what I do. I'm not telling you to buy. I trust that EWO.
Yeah.
EWO shakes me back, man. And just I'm giving it a few more months, and I'm just gonna not scalp. Shout out to
You
Eric
guys are
Smoto, EWO
You
trader.
guys are my role models with those too, and I'm still trying to get used to them. I'm trying
Scalping
to
hard, bro.
let me go at the bottom, or let me go on the top. I'm the little
Yeah.
retracement. But I seen Coach do it many times. It's like, hey, it's right there. Look, it's right there. It's right there. I'm looking. I'm like, where? And by that,
Coach make that stuff look easy.
Listen,
make it look like it's drinking a glass of water.
If he's talking, if I happen to be on the computer and he happens to be talking about something that's going to pop at that moment, I go in at the confirmation and I get out.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what you have to do. You got to take that money and you got to get out.
And I think that's what my problem is. I try to stay in too long when I'm scalping. That's what it is.
Yeah. What I'm doing is actually when he says scalping. So I'm looking at where he's at, and TD, you have the ability to set a trailing stop. So I got to do a few steps, because you can't just send the order with the trailing stop behind it. You have to set a trailing stop right after you send the order in.
Yeah.
And basically, I send the order in, and I put the trailing stop right behind it, and it's like as soon as it starts going, boop, 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 then the trailing stop is just running. But I don't even give enough time. I'm like 2 points away. Just keep going. Just keep going.
Yeah,
So
Eric,
when
you know what the problem is? I'm using Apple call or Apple options, right? That are $1.25, right? So a 5% stop is like, okay, let's say it's 5 pennies, right?
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden you go to a SPY and it's $4, and you just realize you let it go 20 to 30 cents.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's almost like I have to monitor the stop for this particular stock, right?
Yeah. You know what?
Because you get in Netflix at $5.45 and put a 5 cent or a 5% trailing stop, or stop limit. I mean, that's 25 cents, 2 contracts. Okay, you're down $50, and it was 1 second, right?
Yeah, that's true.
It's quick.
So for me, that's
because it's gonna put.
Yeah. So it's
You
almost
don't have
like
to,
you need to use instead of percentage, the pennies, right? Say 10 cents instead of saying, 5-10%, right?
Oh yeah, so for the percentage stop, yeah.
I was talking today
That's why I
to
just
Mark.
cut it in half.
Yep.
doing
I was
options.
talking today to Mark in the afternoon, and I don't know if you guys heard me or not, but man, I would love to trade Nvidia, but Nvidia, pays a lot of money. It's like the rebel of the group. It's like it kicks you on the side and it throws you out, and it's like, man, you don't even give me a chance. And two
Nvidia is rough.
contracts is aggressive, so
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 contracts probably about $1,000 or something dollars. Huh?
Oh yeah.
How much
Oh
the
yeah.
Nvidia contracts are? They high, ain't they?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
That's why AMD is so great, because if I think I haven't really paid attention too much with options on AMD, but if Nvidia is doing pretty good, AMD sometimes a sympathizer to that, and the contract prices are so much cheaper than that, and
And what's that other one?
obviously it
Soxel?
doesn't move like
Soxel.
Nvidia, but AMD, it's a great stock for being in the chips space.
Well,
Yeah.
the key
AMD nice.
the key learning point for any stock is you got to realize what their behavior is, and I went today.
AMD has habits.
Right, and if you learn
Yeah,
to have
dude.
it, you're able to do good, right? Like I've been listening to Don for a few weeks now. Apple. So today I wrote Apple on the way up, and I sat there with the EWO. It's the first EWO that comes out right, and I was late to the EWO, but I liked the characteristics of the Apple, which it moves slowly, doesn't have these here's
swings, right? Heavy swings, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me
Hey,
give
Eric,
you
to your point, there was a time today, NVIDIA call option, one out of the money was $12.
Oh my
That is
God.
Are you serious?
$1,200 for one contract. That's insane.
$1,200 right there, man. That's wow.
Yeah. Exactly. And you could have gotten, on your worst day, 10 Apple contracts, right? At $1.20 for the same price.
Right.
And if the stock moves against you in NVIDIA, it goes double, triple, and quadruple digits real quick.
Yes, it moves quick. Yep.
Yep. So
when you
how
I
Go
feel
ahead,
when
Ariel.
Nvidia treats me every once in a while. You know how I feel? I feel like when you go to the zoo and you see that monkey with a red ass butt. That's exactly.
Oh, it's spanked my ass before too, man. I'm telling you. Oh my! And it has long runs too. It has really long runs, but yeah, it's like just when you
Netflix
think,
is like
okay.
that too, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You notice you don't hear Mark calling out Netflix that much anymore.
Well, he explained that Netflix have its cool and hot times. Netflix but Netflix had a news come out today though. Tyler Perry, didn't it? Something about Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry had like a
Netflix.
multi-million deal or something.
He called out Netflix once this morning and once in midday, and that was it. So, I think he's really liking Meta, right?
He's liking Meta a lot.
Yeah.
Meta and Tesla. But Meta's his new jam.
Yep.
Yeah, Tesla is a sporadic like Tesla hard to trade, though.
Yeah.
That's real hard to trade.
You guys can call me crazy. I only trade Tesla. Coach says don't trade on the
That's
first.
not crazy. That's sane. You say you don't trade it?
No. I said I do trade it, but I only trade it on the first 15 to 20 minutes of the market with the volatility where it's going up and down. That's where I trade.
It's kind of crazy, though.
Which is crazy. Go for crazy. It's a cuckoo, completely gone, right? So.
But if you're good at it and you're good at doing it and you take money out by doing that, and you've pretty much
stick with it.
Yeah.
That
I wasn't. Day, whatever works for you.
I wasn't this morning on the Tesla drop. I was like, no, I'm not doing it. And all I saw was one candle, two candles, three candles. I'm like, holy crap! When it's just gonna stop? I should have gotten in. And I was like, no.
I know this is contradicting what I'm about to say. Tesla had a nice move up today.
Oh yeah,
had a nice step of the day.
It did.
Yep.
For real.
A lot of stocks did, right? Look
Yeah.
at
Yeah, a
Microsoft.
lot of
So
them
did
did.
Apple. So did Apple.
Including
Yep.
crypto.
Apple had a
Mhm.
nice run up.
Apple had a good day today too.
AMD
Again,
did too, if you look at the chart.
you
Right.
gotta play.
It just
You gotta play what the market gives you,
ended
and I
bad.
enjoy. Again, I said this before. I enjoy what the coach is. I don't give a crap where this is going. I'm going with it, right? So
Exactly. Yes.
and that's the
I
way to
mean,
go,
I do
right?
charting and all that, but I mean, you got to be susceptible to change in this market. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Anything
It's not the
can
market
happen.
aware. It's not easy to trade, not by any means of the imagination, right? But you
And the
gotta
market
adjust
is
yourself
not
to
up
what it's
right now.
going.
This market is trash. We still in the down move.
All right, guys. I'm gonna say goodnight to everybody.
I'm actually
And,
about to
Yeah,
go
it's
ahead
about
and
that
shut it
time.
down. It's
Same
about that
here,
Hold
same
time,
here.
on,
guys.
friend.
Greg,
Dude, I gotta call you
What?
out now. You said
On
you was
what?
gonna start early and finish early. We still been
We
in here
got the
3 hours.
talking, man. We got the talking. I can't shut that down. We got the talking, you
I'm
know.
not
When we
mad or
have good
nothing.
conversation and I don't have a stream like happening right after, it's like, you know,
We
we
got
know how to
meatless
taper
Monday,
out.
don't we? What the day is? Today Monday?
Yeah, it's
okay.
Meatless Monday. I think
Yeah.
she might be on right now, so I'm gonna run over there and
hmm
see if I can't catch the tail end of it and jump on there with her.
I'll see
Wait,
you
we
all.
missed meatless Monday?
No, I
I
think
might
she
as
might
well eat
still be
some meat
going.
tonight then. I might as well
All
just eat
right,
me a burger.
smart ass.
Still
Well,
go
y'all
back.
have a great night,
I'm eating an
and
Impossible Whopper.
get into it tomorrow.
All
See,
right, man.
see you
Sounds
in the
good.
morning.
Let's do it. Let's do
All
it.
right,
Everybody have
friend.
a fantastic night. Good night,
See
friend.
you tomorrow.
All right. Night.